Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Morning Brew. Wherever you are and whenever you're watching, I do hope it's a good one. Yes, Morning Brew is back. Um, Long story, not going to tell it right now. Maybe another time. But anyhow, let's get to the chat. We had now there's one that's not showing up anymore, and that was Dr. Alex, who said something yesterday and was celebrating the Morning Brew being back. The first one that's now showing up is Six, who says, "Wow." Ken Jack Ben says, "Greetings from Vallejo, California. Pumpkins for Cap. Thank you." Number one says, "Hello there." Hello, number one. Mega Cropper says, "Welcome back, Captain Trek." AG Sound says, "Good morning, Brew." Six says, "Woohoo." Woohoo to you too, Six. 47 Yorktown says, "Bonjour from Eastern Canada." The best coffee music. Well, I have to admit, normally I'm sitting here dancing to the music, but today I used it as an excuse to go refill the coffee before sharing out the stream. And I apologize for being a little bit late. My internet decided to be a little wonky this morning. I was loading the StreamYard page, and all of a sudden, error, no internet. What the hell? So I open up the little thing and, switch little, because I have either the 5G or the 2.4G. And I had to switch between the two in order to get the internet to come on. So things happen you don't plan for. Things happen you don't plan for. And Jack Ben says, "Captain Fandom Nerd, good morning and salutations from Vallejo, California. May the pumpkin always be with you." And the only thing better than this intro would be DS9 version 2. Yeah, if I wouldn't get hit for copyright claims, I would use that. Whereas the term says hello. DG Sound says hey. And hello, Cardinal Sid. Good morning. How are you? Let's see here. People talking to each other. Let's see here. Good news to everyone. I wanted to say to you, especially Cap, that I am now in my room in my newly constructed home for an entire month. Wow. Awesome. Kapla bird. Now that is awesome news, Ken Jack Ben. And there we go. We've gotten through the messages. Awesome. So now I can throw out the link and see what the heck is going on today. And give me just a moment. Takes a moment to show up in the stream, in the message, and see who shows up today. Kapla Bird.
Hello, world. It's Birdo 5 Kapla. Captain, it's so good to be back on Morning Brew.
Oh, good Lord. We got Deej and Cardinal Sin.
I'm just popping in really quickly because I just ended and I got to go to work. But at one, everybody knew my stream you were going, so there you go.
Good to see you, Deej.
Good to be seen.
And Bird.
Kapla. Cardinal Sin.
So now
And
you only
Captain.
have to go
Thank
4
you.
hours and 56 minutes to beat my stream today. That's all you got to go.
How's 16 hours sound?
No.
Yeah.
I wanna be nice. I wanna let everybody go on over to Loki's. Yes.
He's a low-key guy. Ba-dum-bum.
But anyway, I got to get dressed and head out and feed the animals out on the farm. I just wanted to say hi and show that I wasn't ignoring you or anything. It's just work calls. Just work calls.
Well, have a great day, Deej.
Oh yeah, as soon as I'm done feeding the animals, I'm coming back and going to sleep because I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. And just
sounds like those aliens are rustling around again.
My bird keeps trying to send them to give me anal probes. And
I think Deej was abducted already, and I think he had his seed removed, and they've been used to impregnate a number of women.
Yeah, that was
he has a lot of child support to pay.
Well, he also has a lot of outer space girlfriends, so.
Who knows? I might be the alien and I'm just here because Earth girls are easy.
I've always suspected.
This is true.
Earth
this
girls
is true. I've
easy.
always suspected you're a little bit of alien.
I saw Earth Girls Are Easy back in the day. I remember it as a better movie than I thought it would be.
Which one?
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh, yeah, that was shot here in good old Lawrence, Kansas. Or some of it was, anyway.
All right. Peace out, folks.
Peace out. And now that we've got Deej gone, we've got Mr. CCTV.
Oh, hi. Did someone mention Lawrence, Kansas?
Correct.
Greetings.
My grandparents are from Manhattan, Kansas.
I almost went to a show in Manhattan, Kansas. That's not very far from where I live, but I went to Kansas City for that show instead. Just because I really don't know my way around Topeka and Manhattan and all that stuff.
Fair enough.
As a New Yorker,
my way around.
I have to protest. Manhattan is a New York place and should not be used in flyover country.
A lot of people who graduated from KU would disagree with you on that one.
With me or with Bird?
With
Bird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And how many millions of people live in Manhattan, Kansas?
How many people? Well, okay. Fair enough.
I
You've
can't
got
speak to that.
thousands of people living in Manhattan, Kansas. You've got
It is a college
millions
town,
of people
you know.
living in Manhattan, New York.
It is referred to as the Little Apple.
It is the Little Apple, and they have a really great jazz club. I mean,
Oh, yeah?
It's absolutely fantastic.
I've only played at what is it called? I want to say Henry's, but that's not right.
I know what you mean.
Oh, Charlie's.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie's. Oh,
yeah. That was a lifetime ago. That was a whole different lifetime.
You played at Charlie's? Holy
Yeah.
cow.
I even have the flyer to prove it.
That's fantastic.
Dave G. Sound says my wife graduated from KU.
There you go. See? Dave G. Sound. That's what I'm talking about.
And Ken Jack Ben, greetings and solicitations to you, and please enjoy the membership, and hopefully that will lead you on to becoming a member on your own. And boy, there's lots of bonus content and extra stuff, and he does a great job.
You are Cardinal Sin.
I am.
I'll be damned. I don't think I've ever met you in person or talked to you in person.
Well, you can come on over if you want.
A little far for that trip there from California to Kansas.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm not in California anymore. I'm back in Arizona.
Oh, I'm sorry. Arizona.
Back in Arizona,
No worries.
moved to Babylonia. Mm-hmm.
Last I heard,
it's been a while since Captain and I have talked. So, yeah. No, I'm back in Arizona, and I'm working on my house again. So I'm happy about that.
I know you're happy to be home.
Oh God, the kitchen looks fantastic. I can't wait to do the floor in the kitchen.
And how are you going to do the floor?
Well, I got to peel off 3 layers of the assholes who owned the house before me. I mean, I spent 2 days just stripping the floor in my bedroom.
Ugh.
That sounds wonderful.
Oh God, a hand planer on my hands and knees with a hand planer, just going over it.
I hope
Getting
you
all
at
of
least
the-
had, knee pads on or something.
I did. I went and bought knee pads. Actually,
Good. That's important.
Smart purchase there. Smart purchase.
It was, yeah. It was the best $15 I spent in the last 3 weeks.
$15? You got a good deal.
Oh.
I've seen them going for like $50.
Oh, they went up. Yeah, I bought the cheapest set I could get. Yeah. I mean, I knew I was just doing my bedroom, so I knew I had a hand planer, right? That's what I used to do the bathroom and the dining room, because it's all hardwood floor all the way throughout. It's an 80-year-old house, right? And so I pulled up the carpets and everything a long time ago, like 2 years ago. And the last room with the hardwood floors was my bedroom. And so I just waited and waited and waited. And I got my hand planer out from my shed, and I plugged it in. And as soon as I hit the trigger, the damn thing shorted out. So I had to drive all the way to Flagstaff and all the way back. So I had a new hand planer, and I you know what? I was like, I'm not getting on my knees for this.
How far are you from Flagstaff?
About a half hour.
Man, that is some beautiful country.
Oh,
I'm
it's
so
absolutely
jealous.
gorgeous. I
So
love it up
jealous.
here. And when
It's-
we
it's
are
not-
going through our monsoon season, so like
Oh,
every
man.
night it's like thunderstorms. It's fantastic.
There's not a lot of places that forest looks better than, in my opinion, the forests of upstate New York, but Arizona is one of them.
You know, Bird, I have to say, my phone number starts with 315, right? So that's northern New York. That's because when I got back from Germany, I just never changed my phone number. So I get phone calls from New York all the time.
Oh, you
know-
moved all the way across the country.
Oh yeah, yeah. So every time I went to Syracuse, right, and I was driving through, I don't even remember what the interstate is, but we were
90,
driving through there
Interstate
every single
90.
time, and it's like forest on one side and forest on the other, and there's no open country between Fort.
For Dix.
No,
No,
not
that's
Dix.
not
That's
that
New
one.
Jersey.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're
Fort
talking
Drum, New York, and Syracuse. There's absolutely no open country whatsoever.
about. Trees as far as the eye can see.
Oh, it was. To me, it felt claustrophobic every time I drove. Every time I drove, because I could not see a mile past my front bumper.
I tell you, beautiful in the fall when the leaves are changing.
Oh, it's
rainbow.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Rainbows of color.
I was there for 3 years. I mean, I enjoyed the entire time I was there. I called it Southern Canada because, well, you know, I was only 20 miles away from the border of Canada, so I called it Southern Canada. As far as I was concerned, I wasn't even in New York.
We're all in southern Canada.
This is true.
Canada is America's hat.
The Basco scenario says, good morning. Been to New York State.
309. Oh my
Been
God.
to New York State this weekend, and it's worse than Canada.
Wow.
The politics are certainly worse. The laws, possibly. I don't know. The people, some of them. But the
You know what?
natural beauty of upstate New York. I'd
The
still
best
say
part
it's up
about
there.
being
Top
around
10.
Watertown, New York, is that it's Watertown, New York. I mean, it is farm country, for God's sake. You know? Okay, so you got Fort Drum, right? And then you got Watertown. And Watertown is farm country. And Fort Drum, New York is Army. So you go to the PX, you go to the exchange, and you buy your groceries, and you go home. But you're living in Watertown, which is like farm country. It's not New York. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm getting excited again, but
God forbid there should be any enthusiasm on Captain's channel.
Absolutely.
Captain,
God forbid. Oy vey, oy gewalt.
one of the
Yes,
messages
Bert.
you showed and then you went through it because I think we were in conversation, but I think deserves to be I don't know, acted upon was 6. And welcome 6. It seems like I don't see you anywhere but Captain streams. 6 wrote, what are you up to? What have you been up to, Captain?
What have I been up to?
A
I
lot of people
actually,
are wondering.
part of what it is. I've been listening to some Erica. It starts with an A, Erica, and so what's his name? I can't think of it now. Why am Orville Nation? Orville Nation is he's the one who introduced me to this channel, and I've been listening to
PJ.
it.
PJ's awesome.
Absolutely. And this is something I didn't know. And it was in reference to the movie number one, released in 1969.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. About number one. Now I know.
I thought it was something totally different.
Half the battle already won, and it's only 7:57 a.m.
We do more things before breakfast than most people do all day.
I love that. I love that. I joined the army based on that motto.
My dad used to say that all the time to get me to get out of bed.
Oh my God!
And there you go, Mega Cropper. If you want some recent pop culture news, there's the link to the Cardinal Sin and Friends Pop Culture Trivia Smackdown. You should enjoy that.
And now you
Absolutely.
know. And knowing is half the battle.
That's right.
Go, Joe!
Don't spike that football. Do they still throw people?
Spike the football now.
Do they still throw people out of the game if they what is it called, celebrate?
No, they're allowed to do that now.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. I don't pay attention to American football at all.
Well, I keep trying to hit the field goal with a football bat. I'm not sure that that's allowed.
Maybe if you tried a cricket bat, it would be easier.
It depends on if it's one of those that's a combination stadium, because they do still have.
Oh, there you go. That's right, Captain.
Oh,
we should
hey,
get a kicker and a hitter.
Cap, did you know that I was on Doomcock's Pop Culture Breakdown last night?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that.
I was taking care of some business, and when I got to the show, it was about 2 hours in, well, maybe an hour and a half or so in. He invited me on with Twitter DM, and we were talking about the Orville. And
DM. Seriously? Come on.
Yep.
It was Mike.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't Mike. Oh.
No.
I caught the
Doomcock and I are
later or earlier.
friendly with each other.
Something. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
I think I could go so far as to say that he and I are friends. I think he would probably agree with that. Actually,
I'm
after
sure.
the show, I asked him if he would like to do another show with Gary Ambrosia and Mike Barra, who's the author of Dark Mission, and he said, "Yeah." So we'll be doing another one of those pretty soon.
Awesome.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. See here, yeah.
Ah, there you go. Right on. Yeah,
yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Doomcock's pretty cool. Yeah. Get away from me, kid. You bother me. Water? Never
What am
touch
I-
the stuff.
Am I Fields now? Is that what I am? Get away from me, kid. You bother me.
Get away from me, kid. You bother me.
I always thought of myself more as Groucho Marx than W.C. Fields, but
God,
you
the
know,
only thing I can
whatever.
think of to do an imitation of him would be hit the duck, win $100.
Really? You never watched the Marx Brothers? You never watched the Marx Brothers? Please tell me you've never watched the Marx
I've seen
Brothers.
lots of Marx Brothers stuff, but
It's still
not-
the
not-
Groucho thing with the duck. Yeah.
not recently enough that I could, do him with any aplomb, I'll say.
Fair enough. I will give you the aplomb.
Why, thank you, sir. My aplomb is quite serious, yes.
I'm not even gonna try
Good morning,
to
Keith.
do. I'm not even gonna try to do a Scottish accent.
I had, gosh, what is his name? PJ Maybe on my Cardinal Sin and Friends Pop Culture Trivia Smackdown. And as soon as he started talking, I just slipped into a Scottish accent, and I apologized because I know it's, to somebody that's actually from Scotland, it's probably pretty awful. But
We got a question on the board for the captain. Captain, would you mind answering?
All right. I have been watching videos by Erica Angelo on YouTube. Arica Angelo, Angelo. And it's about relationships. She's a relationship expert. So it's been a lot of positive thinking type stuff. Let's put it that way.
Have you been watching any TV shows or
Nope.
movies?
I've been avoiding everything.
Yeah.
The only things I have been watching
applaud
is,
your inner strength.
the only things I have been watching was the Orville. That was it.
And how did you feel about the season overall?
Season overall, I liked. Season ender,
Gotcha.
it was kind of a add-on. It's just like, okay, we finished the season. Now we're gonna close some of the gaps, and
I thought
tie up some
the
of the
last
loose-
episode was the best one of the season.
really.
Yeah, because, this was kind of the season where the Orville went woke.
It was more. No, it was more TNG.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was more TNG than it was woke. All right,
The
there were
season or the
woke
finale?
elements in it, obviously, but it was more TNG.
I felt
yeah.
like it was more cognizant of the modern political sensibilities than previously in the first two seasons.
I think episode 9 is by far the best episode of the season.
I would agree.
I'll have to go back and watch that.
That was the episode where Charlie died. Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, I know.
Spoiler.
I know what you're
Spoiler
talking
alert.
Yeah.
Hopefully by
I
now.
think it's too late for a spoiler alert on that one.
Well, we just narrowly avoided it, I think.
Let's face it. If you haven't seen it by now, you're probably not going to watch it anytime soon.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I am paying attention to several different series or streaming episodes, I guess. And like For All Mankind and
I love For All
final season
Mankind.
of Peaky Blinders is on, and I'm a huge Peaky Blinders fan. So, I do end up coming to stuff a few days late. But yeah, I think you're right that by now, if people haven't seen it, they're probably not gonna.
Interesting question, though. What is on that isn't on Apple TV or Netflix? Because everything I keep hearing about is either on Apple TV or Netflix, and it's like, okay, I don't have either one. I'm not going to get either one.
Mm-hmm.
Boys
know
is
that-
on Amazon Prime.
I know
Yeah,
that
The Boys
Apple
is awesome.
TV.
I love the
Apple
Boys.
TV has The Foundation. Okay, now I am a huge Isaac Asimov fan. Right,
Do you
I've
think they
read
did
the entire
credit
Foundation
to Heinlein?
series.
Do
Say
you think
again?
they did credit to Heinlein?
Oh no! This isn't even a Heinlein series. No, this is a Isaac Asimov series.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant
The
Asimov.
Foundation.
I misspoke.
And yeah, no, that's fine. They race swapped, gender swapped, and screwed up. Hardin was the first mayor of the Foundation on Terminus, right? And they race swapped, gender swapped, and screwed up the character. And that's just the preview that I saw. I haven't even I have not subscribed to Apple TV because they screwed up the Foundation so bad.
Well, it's good to know. I won't have to watch it.
I'm sorry. I love Isaac Asimov.
Yeah,
He was a liberal in his time. You know, he was. He was a liberal in his time. Just like you said, Heinlein, right? Mm-hmm. In the 80s, Heinlein was subversive. He was subversive
Yeah.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, you got To Sail Beyond the Sunset is one of the worst novels that you could ever possibly read. It was
Did you finish it?
Yeah, it was, but I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. It's fantastic.
Hello, everyone.
Good
Hey,
morning,
hey.
Kenjack Ben.
How are you fellas doing today?
Good morning.
How are
Good
you?
morning. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning, I
I
tell
had to come
you.
in here. I heard some stuff about not getting Netflix and not getting whatever
Apple.
Brew or whatever that was.
Apple TV.
I have
Yeah.
Apple TV. I have this app on my phone called Young Radio Plus. It's ad heavy, but you can watch all of that stuff for free. You don't have to pay for any of it.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
cool.
And
Still, I don't want to watch the Foundation series the way Apple TV is making it, so I don't want to watch it.
you don't have to watch
Period.
any of it. And if you wanted to review it or whatever, people who review things can review things. I just watched Beavis and Butthead. I don't have Paramount Plus.
Oh. Sailing the high seas, are you?
Beavis
no,
and Butthead
it's
was
on the- it's
not
on the
that
App
good of a
Store.
movie.
It's on what?
the App Store. It's on the App Store. They're giving it away for free.
Oh, I need to change my avatar.
what's the
Sorry
name
about
of this
that,
app?
Captain
It's
Track.
called Young Radio Plus.
Young.
What radio?
Young Radio Plus. It's very ad heavy, but you can pay them to make the ads go away.
Is that a streaming service?
Pretty much, yeah. It's basically consolidated, and it has like bootleg camcorder versions of movies.
Wow.
Crimson Mist. Yes, just read the goddamn book instead.
Yeah, no kidding. Everybody was talking about the Terminal List like it was the coolest thing since sliced bread on Prime. And I watched the first 3 episodes and just didn't get into it.
It was a decent
Once you're in the first
series.
You got to get past the first 3 episodes.
Ah,
It doesn't pick up until after
You
that.
know, when people say that you have to get past
Oh,
X amount of episodes, it's
Watching.
like, why? Why would I even put my time and effort into getting past these episodes?
Because it doesn't
go ahead.
It doesn't get to the point of the show until a few more episodes in.
And that was certainly true of shows like The Expanse, Dark Matter, Traveler, travelers. And, you know, if you look at some of our favorite TV shows or franchises, you know, I think it's fair to say that TNG took a couple of seasons to really find its footing.
You know, I think you're right on that. And honestly, if you had 26 episodes instead of 10, maybe I would be interested. But
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
agree.
get my attention in that first episode, and they're just not doing it.
Yeah, it's just like a book or any other kind of art. If it doesn't hook you at the very beginning, you're not doing something right, you know?
See,
Or
I don't
it's
agree.
just
I
not
don't
right for
agree.
me.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I was going to say, I don't agree right away with that assessment because there's no room for character development if you stick to the 3-episode rule. If you limit your ability to watching things. I mean, if that was the case, I would have stopped watching The Orville a long time ago because it's not that great.
See,
It's
that's the
not
thing.
that
I
great.
have that 3-episode rule as well. If you can't catch my attention by the 3rd episode, I'm not even going to bother.
And
I
I
know.
just
I could tell
Everybody's
that
all over the internet on the old man, right? And
Yeah,
so I spent a lot of time watching the old man. I was like, okay, everybody's saying that the old man is the greatest thing since sliced bread. So I'm watching the old man and I'm going, yeah, I'm bored.
has anybody else seen? No, I forget.
I watched Reacher. I just finished that one.
Reacher was awesome.
Reacher.
Reacher was
I like
good.
that one.
Reacher was good.
I like that. It was okay. There's a lot of the stuff about that show I don't like. His stoicness is kind of annoying.
Well, in the again, I'm going back to literature versus
Character. That's
you know,
not
show don't tell, right? But I think he did a great job
I didn't.
as
I'm not
Reacher.
saying that. I just think the character of Reacher, as portrayed by the guy and by the people that making the show, his stoic nature is annoying to me. I find it rather annoying. He's not much of a character, and everybody talks about Reacher like he's this greatest character ever. He's not really much of a character at all.
That's pretty standard for, you know, high action stuff.
But the movie wasn't really high action. It was kind of slow. It plodded along.
You felt it had
a lot of-
pacing issues?
Yeah. Pacing issues.
Yeah.
If you want high action, you would
Watch
you
Ip
would watch
Man
something else,
or something
pretty
like
much.
that.
Watch something else. I mean, there are other high action characters out there that you could watch. I mean, Nobody is a movie that's high action. Nobody watched the
yeah,
movie,
Nobody. Yeah, that's
That
a
movie
movie,
is
though.
great.
You got to remember, you're talking about a movie versus a TV series. And so, Reacher, I think, was a better choice for a TV series. And so, I think Reacher did the best, I've seen in a while.
One of the things that I think is a problem. with
Nobody was a great action flick that I just could watch. I could watch over and over again.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nobody's excellent. One of the things, and John Wick is a great action show also. But
Let's see, John Wick, I get bored with. I do.
see, this is the problem.
you
This
know-
is the problem. I understand why you would get bored with John Wick, but I know a lot about fighting, and I know a lot about tactical, those sorts of things. I know a lot about that stuff, and what they're depicting in that is part of the appeal. If you don't understand what you're looking at, so you're going to miss most of the appeal.
Sorry, Captain Trek. I had to change my avatar once again.
No problem.
Ken
I
Jack Ben,
used to
I
teach-
agree with you entirely.
I used to teach close quarters
It's
marksmanship.
Okay,
So,
so it's
when
like
I
watching,
say
watching
when-
it's like watching a mixed martial arts fight and knowing nothing about people on the ground. You know,
when I
absolutely nothing
say
about
I
it.
get bored
The
with
minute it goes
John
to the
Wick,
ground, you
you
just
should take that as a hint.
what?
When I say I get bored with John Wick, because I used to teach close quarter marksmanship. When I say I get bored with John Wick, you should take that as a hint.
Actually,
Yeah.
I saw a video from somebody I don't know what their channel name is, but it's a guy that was a SWAT team handler and trained military and police for special weapons and tactics, and he said that everything that they do in that show, that movie franchise, what is it? I'm
John Wick.
losing. Yeah, John Wick. He said that John Wick was just exactly correct by the numbers. For instance, Keanu Reeves is, keeping his gun in close, and he's firing below his sight line, so he'd be able to, move around and shoot other, people.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I've been a fan of Keanu Reeves since the early '90s. I was a bass player. He was a bass player. He was in Huntington Beach. I was in Paramount, and I mean, I was like, "Oh, I want to meet this guy someday." And I've never got the chance to actually meet Keanu Reeves. I'm sure he's a much better bass player than I am, but I mean, the fact that he's able to do all this stuff in his late 50s,
He's not in his late 50s. He's in his mid 50s. And to speak to that, I would mention that he's a real martial artist, and he trains every day.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it comes, time to get ready for a movie like John Wick 4, for instance, he, has his personal trainer and really,
Yes, of
hits the
course,
gas pedal.
all that stuff. Yes, but he also has the plot armor. Yeah, you have to admit he's got the plot armor.
And thank you, guys, Scar. You're welcome to join anytime.
The whole first movie
Have a good day.
establishes his plot armor. The whole first movie establishes John Wick's plot armor. If you can accept that, then you're not going to be bored with what you see.
Well, John Wick 1 was kind of a low-budget movie, and it seems to me like every next, movie in that franchise gets better, better action, has a higher budget, kind of the reverse of what they did with the Planet of the Apes movies, where the first one had a big budget, and the second one had a smaller budget, and as they went, they just kind of kept dropping the budget.
And as much as I like Donnie Wahlberg, I just could not watch the second movie. I just could not.
No, I meant the original.
Oh, the original
Yeah.
with Charlton Heston.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he
I don't-
didn't want to. He didn't want to do the second movie, and he said, "I'll be in it for half an hour or something like that." So they moved him to the end, so that the James Franciscus character could run into him, and then he demanded that they kill him off, and they did. Spoiler alert.
Part of monkey is.
Spoiler. Yeah.
Part of
A
monkey is
50-year-old spoiler
For
alert. Thank you.
1968, right?
50-something-year-old spoiler. Yeah.
I can't stand those newer Planet of the Apes movies. that scene where they're going on the bridge. Yeah, that was stupid.
Do you mean that Tim Burton one?
No,
The Andy Serkis one?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't stand movies. I think it's hella dumb. I'm watching this movie and everybody's at the gorilla jumps at the helicopter. I don't care how smart you are, you're not going to be able to jump your way through a bullet and not get hit by it. It's stupid. And then because they're smart, they can climb redwood trees. They're not designed to climb redwood trees. There's no branches on a redwood tree like that. They showed them at the end of the movie living in the redwood trees in California. Well, you just take a helicopter in there and a Gatling gun, and you mow them down. They're genetically altered apes. You don't let them sit there and breathe.
You know, modern animal rights people wouldn't allow them to take machine guns after apes.
It's not even a question. The whole thing is illegal. So a bunch of people illegally create genetically altered apes, and they're going to obey any laws that anyone has to get rid of their apes. That doesn't make any sense either.
I thought in the first film, the connection, the emotional connection between the main character, who's the guy that created them, and Caesar, or whatever the first one's name was really well done.
Yeah, I agree. But the whole concept of the film falls apart once he decides to create a disease to kill humans and make the other apes smarter.
The thing that really bugged me about that first movie, is it Rise or Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
I think it's Rise.
Yeah. Is that they had this whole second plot line, the B story about the rocket, the spacecraft that was gonna go up, and then at the end of the movie, they showed the rocket going up into the clouds, and they never paid that off later, and that breaks the whole Chekhov's gun rule of screenwriting.
Really? You're going to bring Chekhov's gun into a Planet of the Apes movie?
Well, I'm a screenwriter, so that's what bugged me about it.
Was enough. We know kind of what happens.
Well, yeah.
That was just enough to show that it did happen in this timeline.
But in the following films, they never paid it off, and that bugged me.
But it's saying that they're connected to the Charlton Heston thing, and that's going to happen in this story that they're telling. That it's a direct retelling of the original story.
Right.
And that's the payoff. That's how they do it. Yeah.
That's all right. Lady Liberty can sit in the sand all she wants. As far as I'm concerned, that's the end of the Planet of the Apes. Lady Liberty sitting in the sand. Because all this shit that they've been doing for the last 20 years is just
that he's in Las Vegas. He finds out he's in Las Vegas.
Now that would be funny.
And he's going to sandstorm in
that
Las
would
Vegas.
be funny. I would love that.
You monsters! You blew it all up, except for Circus Circus.
Circus is still there.
Yeah.
You monsters! I can't believe you blew up Las Vegas.
Sandstorm?
I'm going to Circus Circus.
I said, no, you go to Circus Circus. I'm going to New York, New York.
Yeah.
Track Yards is in the house. Kapla, Captain Foley.
to him. Somebody
Whoa,
walks
track
over to him and
yards.
says,
We has a celebrity in the chat.
Oh
"You're
my.
gonna."
Oh my.
Oh my. I don't know. I think that given his career choices, like I Am Legend, the Omega Man, and all the science fiction and stuff that he did, I think it makes him a pretty big genre movie guy, But he did all kinds of different films.
Who's that?
As long as Soylent Green is people, we're gonna remember Charlton Heston.
Yep.
As long as Soylent Green are people, we're gonna be fine.
Didn't you see that movie where he played like a cop, and he was it? Oh no, that was Jack Palance. Jack Palance did all those silly movies where he made fun of his previous role.
That Riff Tracks went on to do the commentary track on.
I love riff tracks.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love them so much.
It,
Yes, Jack Palance.
he did Austin Robertson.
Pick up the gun.
I'm Jack Palance.
Pick up the gun. You saw him. He had a gun.
Oh God, I love it.
That was my favorite. That's how I know Jack Palance. I didn't know any of his other stuff other than City Slickers and Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh,
he
God,
was-
I forgot
he-
about
he-
that.
Yeah, like Leslie Nielsen, right? Everybody knows Leslie Nielsen from the Naked Gun movies, or whatever parodies, Airplane, things like that, right?
When he
Everybody
was
knows
a
Leslie
straight
Nielsen from
actor.
that.
Leslie
But
Nielsen.
he was a serious straight actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he was a straight actor, he did some really great stuff. Forbidden Planet among them,
Forbidden Planet was the best movie, the best science fiction movie ever made.
And I think
I'm going to say that outright right now.
I think it's
Forbidden Planet was the best science fiction movie ever made.
I think it's widely regarded as sort of the unofficial pilot for Star Trek.
I think you're right. Yeah, I do believe that
I've also seen the
Gene
MS
Roddenberry stole most of
Forbidden
the
Planet.
first. Yeah,
Oh God, he stole a lot of stuff.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I think he stole most of the plot from The Cage or the Menagerie or whatever you want to call it, from that Forbidden Planet. I think he stole most of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely influenced by it.
Am I thinking of a different movie? Is Forbidden Planet the one with the professor in it? Which
Yeah,
one's that?
yeah. With he and his daughter are all alone.
Oh, and
no.
Robbie the Robot. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Robbie the Robot was stolen from Forbidden Planet too.
Those guys that got big melon heads, and then there's the robots,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
builds the interocitor to talk
No,
to the
that's
guy.
this
Oh, no,
Island
no.
Earth.
The Interocitor was a different
This Island
movie.
Earth.
That's the one I'm
Silent
thinking of.
Earth. Yeah. That was a great movie too,
Yeah.
though. and Riff Tracks does a great job on that one.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, one of their best.
I need to find those.
I love watching that over and over again.
Actually,
yeah.
that was MST3K, and I remember that because they did MST3K the movie, and This Island Earth was the film that they were making fun of in the
That's
movie.
right, yeah.
But they had done a college tour with This Island Earth, so that by the time they did the movie, they had everything down pat.
My favorite is the one where they show their open area, and they come into the room, He says, "Look, they worked at the Everlasting Gobstopper." I never forgot that line. I die laughing every time I hear it.
That reminds me of my favorite line from Plan 9 from Outer Space. You people of Earth are stupid. I love that.
That's a good one.
And he's talking to nobody. Everybody's left the room. You know, he's just looking out the porthole, you know.
He's talking to the audience who watches that dumb movie.
Breaking the fourth wall for $50.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Riff tracks have been going on for 20 years, so you can't say that they're doing it for $20. You know, they're
No,
doing
I
it
meant
right.
the original Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
one thing I will say about Riff Tracks is their business model is amazingly cool. You know, they create content in their studio, which is owned by Legend Films, and you know, you just download the commentary track. There's no inventory. There's no overhead really.
Right.
And it's just a brilliant business model.
Oh, I own all 6 episodes of Star Wars.
The commentaries,
Yeah, I said 6 episodes. Yeah.
all 6, yes.
All 6, yes.
It's too bad. They really screwed
I
the
gotta
pooch.
go, fellas. My phone's overheating. I just wanted to come in here and tell you guys about that app.
Oh, I'm glad you did. I wish you could stay more, but I know your phone is overheating.
Yeah.
So
Well, good to
Yeah,
see you,
It's
man.
my only way of coming on here, so I gotta go. I had a lot of fun talking with you guys. This is good. I'll try and come on some other time.
Well, have
Good
a
times.
great
Good times.
have a great day.
I will. Goodbye.
See ya. And then there were 4.
yes.
And Darren Wagner is in the house.
Yep.
Hey, Darren Wagner.
Hail, Darren Wagner. Captain, you are getting some serious celebrity action this morning.
There's quite a few people that have been in the chat I've been surprised by,
You are
especially
rocking it,
Captain
man.
Foley.
You are rocking it.
Well, that's what
Truck-
happens when you're
Truck
gone
Yard
for a
says-
while.
You're my number 1 guy.
No, I don't think you said it right. I believe you're supposed to say, you are my number 1 guy.
Isn't that what I said?
I don't believe you did. I believe you said that out on the wing. There's someone
a creature on the
out on the wing.
plane. Ah. There's a creature on the wing of the plane. You know, say what you will about William Shatner. I'm a big fan of his early work, like The Intruder, the Roger Corman movie.
You know, he did a great
Incubus is
job
great.
on the
Twilight
huge
Zone.
spider thing.
The Kingdom of the Spiders.
Yeah, Kingdom of the Spiders. He
Yeah.
did a really great job on that one.
Serious B movie, but yeah, it's all William Shatner all the time.
It is.
Jack Palance was in Batman?
Darren Wagner. Seriously? I can go between Jack Palance and I can do William Shatner at the same time. I just don't have to snort through my nose. That's all it is.
Pick up the gun. As opposed to pick up the gun. Or, of course, man, would you just pick up the gun, already?
I can't do accents. I really can't. But I love that. That's awesome.
Why, thank you very much.
Now, does anybody have the link to Loki's stream this morning? be much appreciated. If somebody could drop that link.
Oh. What, Loki comes on in, 20 minutes?
Lucky comes on now in about 24 minutes.
Oh. Haven't been up this early in a long time. I usually stay up later.
Yeah.
1 year of 0 hour.
Bert does speak sometimes. he just lets the rest of us get all crazy.
I don't like to jump in when other people
Absolutely.
are talking unless I really have something to say. And
Right.
then I was eating breakfast. So. Also, to be fair, I've been online for 3.5 hours today because I woke up and Deej was streaming.
Fair enough. Well, I went from the Muslim stream to Deej's stream to this stream, so
I didn't even notice that Deej was streaming. That's why I went ahead, had already had it scheduled, and then all of a sudden Deej was on it. It's like, okay, cool.
And it was my fault that he was still streaming when you started because I told him the wrong time. I said you were scheduled for 8 a.m. I thought I read 8, and I guess it was 7:30
Right.
Eastern. I told him it was 8 a.m. Eastern, so he said okay, he'll go to 8, and that was my bad.
But still, that was nice of him.
Well, he was going to end, but he figured he'd stream until Captain Trex.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
absolutely.
As opposed to people like me who have absolutely no consideration for other
Wagner's
streamers.
making so much fun of me tonight. Or
Yeah.
this morning, I should say.
Captain Foley was on Deej's stream before he went to bed. And Deej, when I got on his stream, he told me you were there early. I'm like, oh. I shared this on his stream, Captain Foley, so I will say it with you here. I was watching a stream of yours the other day where, you sit down with the captain stream. I didn't say anything, but I was just watching for fun. And I broke out hysterical laughing. One of your viewers said they had a problem with the thumbnail because they felt it gave away, it was a spoiler, and it gave away part of the Orville episode. And you looked at it and you were just like, it wasn't the exact word you told them, but you basically told them to F off. And I just thought it was hysterical. Yeah, you were like, yeah, like F off. I got to do this for the views. And just the honesty and the conviction with which you said it.
Exactly.
I just found it refreshing. Yeah, I do. I'm a creeper like that sometimes.
Watch my streams and don't say anything, damn creeper. Well, I'm guilty of that too. I've watched a few of the streams and not said a word. In fact, there are a couple of times I've been in streams and I only said something because I was really peed at something or just excited about something, and then I happen to say something and I happen to get caught in the chat. Because usually when I do, it's the chat's usually going by and it's like, this will be overlooked, no big deal. Then all of a sudden I get tagged in the chat. Good morning. Hey, how you doing? Really?
Well, it's like I said before, Cap. People are enthusiastic when you come into the room, so to speak, and I've been there when people talked about what a great ambassador you are for real Star Trek.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Well,
that.
there
I
are
hate you
people-
all. You guys need to speak up. Well,
There are
Please.
people out there who are on the draw. And I have to admit, sometimes I've been on the draw. I'll say Lower Decks, for example. I've been quick on the draw on that one. So, as much as I like cartoon funny, it didn't work out so much in season 2, as far as I'm concerned. I did like
Bird,
Lower Decks
are you a
season 1.
Bird? Are you a fan of Doomcock?
Of course, I'm a fan of Doomcock. I'm a Legionnaire and a channel member.
Yeah, cool.
I
didn't remember
often-
if I'd seen you in the chat there or not.
Oh yeah, in fact,
Oh,
I often
yeah.
request he sing "Down to the River to Pray" because it's one of my
I have
favorite-
seen you in the stream. I remember now.
yeah, favorite
Because I
song.
say Kapla to you all the time in there. My short-term memory's gone to complete. It's just toast.
now he's not always able to make the
Smoking a little
liver.
too much reefer.
And I'm the one who drinks too much.
Well, mine is of a medical nature, so to speak.
I've got
Yeah.
multiple sclerosis, so I get it. Yeah.
I guess I'm supposed to make the joke now. So, Bird, are you a Doomcock fan?
Nice.
Sorry, I had to.
No, it was
So there I was.
walked
no
right
shit.
into it.
Captain, did you guys get the incredibly intense thunderstorms the other day?
Yes.
It knocked my power out and my cable modem. So I had to go into Midco and swap it out for another one. So since then, I've put a surge protector on it.
Oh
But,
yeah.
I've got
yeah.
UPS, uninterruptible power supplies for all my electronics that I don't want to get zapped.
Mm-hmm.
Their cable modem, they can deal with it. If it were my cable modem, I'd plug it into the uninterruptible power supply.
Sorry, I was reading the chat. Gap. Gap After Dark. Kapla. Sin. CC. TV. That's not my name. Although I admit I do watch a lot more TV than I do anything else. Oh God. Oh, your chat is hilarious, Captain Trek. I wish. Sorry, Captain Fandom Nerd.
That's why I just call him Cap.
Cap. That's easier.
That way I won't
Slip.
blurt out Captain Trek and he won't beat me up.
It's been so long since I've been on your channel, I rarely am awake this early in the morning.
Captain lives close enough to me that he could come over here and beat me up, so I just say Cap.
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
We still need to go out for coffee sometime, man.
Absolutely.
You let me know when.
Okay. You know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's see here.
I mean,
guess I got it.
you're the the closest YouTuber to me that I know of, with the exception of Ken Jack Ben, who used to live in, or lives in Vallejo where I used to live. But obviously that wouldn't matter unless one of us had a time machine, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, the only other one I know of that would
not
look
the
closer to
greatest
you
place
would be Chris Knight, Brew Review 3000.
Where is he?
He's in North Kansas City.
Oh. Have you guys ever gotten together?
Not yet.
We have a little cap fest and 3 of us go out for coffee or something.
I'd say that's a good idea.
We can book a hotel and get a band to play the ballroom, and all 3 of us will sit there and clap.
Apparently,
Well,
Gap
that
After
case, we might as
Dark
well
is
get it-
waving
get-
at you right now, Cardinal
At least a couple
Sins.
of them.
Top of the morning to you, Gap.
Good morning, Gap Stargate.
Gap After Dark.
Oh, After Dark. I'm sorry. Oh, see, you're not the only one who screws up.
The Curse of Captain Trek. Okay, Captain Fandom Nerd. Please don't beat me up.
I deserve that one.
Raisin bran and coffee. Ah, yeah, definitely.
Well, as long as the coffee isn't in the Raisin Bran.
Oh, yeah, exactly. As long as they're not mixed together, that's fine.
Especially with Pepto-Bismol.
Ooh. That's a mixture I don't want to
Even consider.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to experiment with that one either.
Let's put Pepto-Bismol on Raisin Bran and see how it works out.
There's nothing wrong with Pepto-Bismol on Raisin Bran.
Of course not.
That's all Scottish people drink.
Well, that and scotch.
Well, we're not talking about scotch. We're talking about water.
Right. Never touch the stuff. Have any of you guys watched any of Strange New Worlds at all?
I have,
seen them all.
actually, yes.
Sorry, Bird, what'd you say?
I've seen them all.
Cap, have you seen any of it?
Yes, I have.
Wow. It's a unanimous deal here on the panel.
And then we have Gap After Dark.
Top of the morning to you, Gap.
Hey guys. Oh my god. I'm sorry, CCDVABCD, Mr.
I am not LGBTQLMOUSE. I'm CCDV.
Well, I want you to be Mr. CCDV plus, okay?
By the way, Gap, I really like your avatar. That's cool.
Lord,
Oh,
yeah. Thanks. Hello, everyone. Thank Cardinal. I'm just trying to wake up. I haven't been able to mod too much. I've been waking up like feeling paralyzed, and CCDV made me laugh my ass off. So I was like, I have to get on the stream because Captain hasn't been on for a while. But that's why I made the mistake, is because when I wake up, it feels like my face is paralyzed and stuff. It's just weird, but
you know what? I woke up once and I didn't like it, so I stopped doing it.
Oh my gosh, your avatar, is that Sporkity Spork?
Bjork, bjork, bjork.
Bjork.
Okay, whatever you're drinking, I want some.
I really am just drinking coffee right now.
Yeah, whatever.
Irish coffee, maybe.
You can choose to believe whatever you like.
Captain,
Yes.
You're one of the reasons why I changed my name too, because I got fed up and I got attacked. So everybody still calls me Gap Stargate,
You
but
got attacked?
yeah, by the fandom.
Oh. Why?
Well, because I have some insider stuff and I let a little bit of it out. And basically, I said there will be no, if you're going to do a tweet storm, you need to have people in America, Canada, everywhere else, not just Europe. And, Europe's not the center of the universe.
Yeah,
And
everyone knows the United States is the center of the universe.
that's right. That's right.
Naturally.
And
Naturally.
and nobody from Australia. And I was like, and you should have people like, and I maybe I shouldn't have said this, but I said you should have people like me because the producers follow me, the creators, the MGM Stargate people follow me. I got insider information.
Really?
Oh my
Cool.
God. Are you responsible for Stargate Universe?
No. Hey.
It's all your fault that we don't have Stargate anymore because you created Stargate Universe.
You know what? I'm
pretty sure that they're bringing Stargate back.
Yeah, but not this year, and maybe not next year. But Mr. CCDV Plus, I'm putting you in. I'm putting you in a stasis pod, and oh my God, it broke.
Hey, did you guys hear that Eagle Moss filed bankruptcy?
Yes,
Oh my God.
I did hear that. Yeah,
that's awful. It's
a good thing I didn't order anything from them.
Oh my God!
You know, Cap,
ahead,
I still have your prize from when you won on Into the Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Captain Foley.
Wow.
Yes,
Captain
welcome,
Foley.
Captain Foley.
Top of the morning to you, Captain Foley.
Hello, Captain Foley.
Hey guys, how's it
Oh
going?
my God! Yeah, the Eagle Moss.
Everybody's using accents. Why is everybody using accents?
Because it's a morning
Hello,
show.
Captain Foley. Or should I say, howdy, Captain Foley. I mean, that's the only accent I got.
Mr. CCDV, it is now time for your medicine.
Speaking of Eagle Moss, I never considered how their bankruptcy might be affecting our friends at Trek Yards. Are you guys okay?
Did he disappear? What?
He's got some microphone issues.
Oh,
I know Eagle Moss was a big part of your channel. I was asking if you guys are okay.
It's fine. Rumor has it.
Yeah, you dropped out there, Captain Foley.
You know, it's Canada. They're still
Yeah.
they're still learning.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it that in Canada they still use 14.4 modems.
Rumor has it that it's like 3 weeks behind schedule. We're fine.
We're fine.
Rumor has it that Eagle Moss is actually going to be bought out by Round 2 Models.
really?
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
so-
good, because then people can finish the next gen ship and the kit car.
Do they have a kit car?
Yeah, they have where you could.
People are still buying the kit car.
Yes,
I didn't know they had one. I would have bought one.
Yeah, they've got a kit car, and it lights up, and it talks, and all kinds of stuff.
Wow, that's cool. Most of their stuff doesn't do that.
And right now on Amazon, if you find a picture, let me go.
Is it my headsets that are going out, or is it
No.
other people's microphones that are going out?
No, Captain Foley's having a little bit of a dropout situation.
Ah, okay.
Ow. Bloody microphone.
I'm not having a dropout situation.
Well, now we hear you.
Yeah, now you're coming through
Yeah,
loud and
you're
clear.
loud and clear now.
No, but Eagle Moss also has like the Ecto one and stuff, as well as the DeLorean.
Yep.
kits.
No,
so.
I would do the DeLorean. I would take 3 weeks to put the DeLorean together. I would do that.
You'd probably need to be up for 3 weeks to do that.
I'm currently awake for 27 hours now. So,
Oh my goodness. You should get some sleep.
oh, you have
Sleep is
no
for the
idea.
weak.
I
Did you
had
say
to
you had
use
to
it.
you had to go to work today?
No, I'm
Oh.
retired. I had to use a hand planer to get the paint.
Boy, you
off
are
of,
tired. You told
my
us that
hardwood
about
floors
45 minutes ago.
today. So I was literally working all day. I mean,
Yeah.
So my hand planer is like burnt out, but at least my floors look good.
That's
But
important.
Absolutely.
I'm exhausted, but I can't go to sleep. I'm so excited about how good my floors look right now.
Go sleep on your floor.
Megacropper says, send Mr. CCDV to bed, Captain.
He's tried. He's tried.
I've tried. I mean, there have been times it's like he sounded exhausted, even more so than now. And
Yeah, many times I've been on your stream and just been wasted. I'm drinking
honestly,
coffee.
there was one time
now.
it's just like you were sounding so tired, and it wasn't wasted. It was just like, it's like you were barely able to stay awake, but you were awake.
Yeah, that's alcohol for you. You never know what it's going to do.
Alcohol is a depressant first and a stimulant later.
Antiderivative Jill.
Good
Hello,
morning,
Jill.
Jill.
Good morning.
Cardinal Sin.
You dropped out.
We got Gap dropping out.
Good morning, Antidote Jill.
I guess I'm going to have to go watch that after I watch Loki's Mornings of Mischief, which is about to start now. So I'm going to go ahead and
All right.
I shouldn't, because I got Captain Foley on, which is a rare treat.
Yeah, you got celebrity
So-
action this morning all over the place.
I'll just stay on, but screw it.
And 13
No, if you
people
want to go,
watching.
that's cool. I'm usually not up this early, honestly.
But I normally end before Loki, so I just yeah, the hell with it. It's a rare treat, so what the heck?
It is a rare treat. You get to stay on. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to lose subscribers or anything. I mean, it's going to be fun.
If I do, I do.
But Mazel Tov, by the way, on your 772 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Right on.
Loki
Hey, you got
can
another
wait.
one today because I wasn't subscribed. I saw you guys are live on Facebook, and I came over here, listened for a bit. Shit,
Oh,
said
you're-
why am I
so
not aware of
you're-
this shit? And I wasn't
You're
even
the
subscribed.
771.
I guess, yeah.
I've
Yeah,
had people
I
tell
was
me
at
that they were
773,
unsubscribed
and then
from
I
my
fell
channel.
back to 771. Actually, it's at 774 and back to 771. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, whatever. I know. I'm still in the 200s.
And Resolute Trip says Loki can wait.
We've all been there.
Oh,
Look, I will put on the avatar that you created for me, Captain Trek. I will, because it's funny. At this point, I just can't deal with anything else. There, I'm the drunken philosopher now.
Now you're the critical drinker.
Oh God, no! That guy's smart. I'm not that smart.
He is a published novelist.
I've
really,
only got 3 books published. He's got like 10.
I think he's got 3 actually.
He's
Rod
way smarter
Thunderheart.
than I am.
Rod Thunderheart
Good morning, Rod.
house.
Rod
how you doing? Hey,
Thunderheart.
Yeah, he didn't have anything this week, so yeah, sort of hoping for a trivia SmackDown, but
Yeah, no, not this week.
oh, dag. No,
But,
Trivia,
next
is
week
is it science fiction?
it's
Science
a
fiction
pop culture
trivia? Pop culture
SmackDown trivia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That last episode you had, Cardinal Sin, those questions were super hard.
Well, I researched for like 2 days because I wanted to make sure that they weren't too easy. And
Nice work, man.
Anti-Derivative Jill blew the doors off.
Yeah, she did.
She had
Wow.
23 points.
yeah.
And at the end of the stream, it was between her and Tiger Stripes, each with 22 points. So we had to go into sudden death.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
And
Oh,
and Jill just she won the prize, which happens to be an Eagle Moss Klingon bird of prey.
Wow.
So when I do it, then everybody should show up.
Hey, Rod
Pops.
Thunderheart, how are you liking your job?
wow. I could not have had a better job in the space of time. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to bring I hate to bring personal, shit into this, but plain and simple. Me and my brother, need to sue our family. Like, how do you like that? That like splits the family in two. But like,
I think that's the same thing as with Canadian Spider-Man, no?
Brother, you have no idea. I had to put my
his
brother
brother
into a home.
lives like 4 minutes away from him, and everybody else way further.
yeah, no, but like, yeah, no. My sister took power of attorney, over my mom, and then put my mom in a home, and then as a result of that, she wound up actually, seizing my brother's home, selling it under his feet, and moving him out to the farm, out to the farm. Well, out here, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, and as I said, I mean, like, I could not have had a, and here I was jobless. Well, I wasn't homeless, because I was still because I was living where, because I was the only one. Well, me and my brother were the only ones who were, taking care of mom, and then, as I said, as a result, I started looking for, jobs, and like, I'm a truck driver, so like, it just literally perfectly timed out. Like, I was like, wow, they're like, they pay the best too, like 38 cents a kilometer, even starting, which is like, after 3 months it'll jump up to 40 cents a kilometer, and then after 1 year it will bump up to like nearly 45 cents a kilometer, and like, which is, by the way, really, really, really high for like for a trucker.
I bet you were really, really,
You
really
silly
high.
Canadians. I have no idea what to do with you.
And kilometers even shorter than
Americans.
miles.
What's wrong with Canadians?
We don't
Slightly.
understand
It's
kilometers.
They're smaller than miles, so that's a great job.
Yes. Thank you.
How's your cat doing, Rod?
Oh, Alley Cat's right here sitting beside me. Like, oh yeah, she's real happy, Yep. Licking her fingertips right now because she knows
Yeah,
Poppy's
that's-
going to go out. But
I love to hear. I do love to hear stories like that because, like 2 years ago, I moved in with my mom because my brother had a stroke, right? And so I took care of the mortgage, I took care of the bills, and I took care of everything.
Yeah, see?
For my mom, right?
Well, good on you.
Nice.
And
Way to go.
I mean, it put me into debt like crazy, but whatever. But that's family. You got to take care of family. And so
That's
when
right.
my mom,
That's right.
yeah, when my mom finally died, I was like, oh, thank God I get to go home. And I was home for like 2 months. And my aunt died. And my uncle is in the first stages of dementia. I was like,
Oh,
damn
man.
it, son of a bitch.
Oh man.
Sorry to hear that.
Like, yeah.
Oh, no
I
worries.
went through the same thing with my mother.
Yeah, I'm back home in Arizona now. It's like I can't take care of family anymore. I got to take care of myself. But
The line must be drawn here.
it has to be drawn somewhere.
The line must be drawn here.
My kids are not appreciative of the lines I've drawn over the last 2 years. My kids don't appreciate it.
Well, you got to be good to your kids because they're going to be good to you later.
Exactly.
That's just it. Yeah, they're the ones that are going to take care of you when you get older.
They're taken care of.
I should restate that. You shouldn't be good to your kids just because they're going to take care of you later.
Well,
you should
that
be good
is
to your
obvious
kids from
my family dynamic. That is obvious they're not going to, but
yeah.
No, I'm 100% permanent and total disabled through the VA. Right, so my children's their
off
college
the hook.
tuition is paid for.
Oh,
like
cool.
completely paid for. They don't have to spend a dime on college tuition. And my ex-wife, thank you very much, got
somebody married you.
I know, that's weird, right?
I'm kidding.
But she got them to apply for student loans. So my 18 and 17-year-old start out life with fucking debt. It pisses me off.
Especially if they didn't have to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, exactly. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I like the fact that you guys think family is important. I take care of my mom too. And what branch were you in, CCDV Plus?
I was in the Army.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Sorry, that's still funny.
My brother is a Marine.
It's still funny that I was in the Army?
No, that he keeps calling you CCDV Plus.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
But the subject matter was important.
Yeah, it is. Family's important because of course, we all got some family that don't do a damn thing, and it falls to one person. But
yeah, I know.
You got to take care of your mama and.
Yes, exactly.
That's the old 80% of the people do 20% of the work rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, exactly.
I've got two brothers, right? And my older brother, eight years older than I am, he's the one who had the stroke. Okay. But 20 years ago, 22 years ago, is when my dad
in the year
was
2000
with. Are you singing in my background?
Well, 22 years ago, it was the year 2000. So
it was, yeah.
Holy cow! Wow!
Wow!
You remember that old shtick from Conan O'Brien, right? In the year 2000. They actually had like a.
I'm still wondering where my flying car is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Hashtag we demand flying cars. Hashtag flying cars now.
So I had spent 25, or I had spent 5 years in the Army at that point. And both of my brothers at that point said, "Why are you taking care of your dad?" It's like, he's my dad.
What? Your brother
Oh my
said that?
God.
Wow.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why would
Yeah,
you not?
for real.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So 20 years later, my brother has a stroke, and I'm like,
Nanny, nanny,
okay,
boo,
I'm gonna
boo.
get him out of the hospital. I'm gonna bring him home. I'm gonna take care of my mom and my brother.
And that'll be the ultimate
Yeah.
irony.
And my other brother says, "Why?"
Oh my God.
So what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not what's wrong with me. It's what's wrong with you.
You've got
Yeah.
a demented family, Mr. CDDDV plus.
Yeah.
And my ex-wife put my children into debt before they even turned 18. She
And they
put them
didn't
into
have to
debt
be,
before
yeah.
they turned 18. I was furious.
I
I was
bet.
absolutely furious.
Yeah. No kidding.
What are your kids majoring in?
Well, one of them is going to seminary in December.
Mm.
So he's
And
going to be...
As to the other.
Yeah, he's going to be a pastor. That's fantastic. My other son is working as a mechanic right now. I'm not sure what he's going to major in. Although I
Maybe
suspect
mechanical engineering.
You don't.
that would be nice. He is very intelligent, and he could do that. I suspect he's going to take the student loans and still be a mechanic. And when he's 40 years old, he's going to go, "What the fuck did I do with my life?" That's what
Just
I
like
suspect.
all of us did.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe he'll make the flying cars.
There you
That
go.
would be awesome.
Hook him
That
up
would
with
be
Elon
awesome.
Musk and
Hope
have
so,
him
yeah.
have him nudge him for as long as it takes to get our flying cars.
I don't, you know,
Yes.
I, if he makes the flying car, I'm gonna drive it.
Well, if he makes the flying car, you're going to get a major discount.
Whoa, one would hope.
You know,
no
he
kidding.
would give it to you for free. He would buy you one, but there's the student loan thing.
Well,
Are you going to drive it or fly it?
That's what I was wondering.
does it matter?
Yeah, if it's a flying car, why would you drive it?
Well, I'm gonna crash it either way.
You'll get in there and go, "Hello, Mr. CCDV Plus. Where would you like to go today?"
I would like to go to Flagstaff.
I wonder if we had flying cars, would we have flying traffic lights
We would have flying
or
traffic
hovering
lights.
traffic lights anyway?
Hey, Cat.
Well, they had him in the Jetsons, so yeah.
God, can you
Yeah.
imagine it when the robots come? We have a Rosie from the Jetson robot.
Oh, I would take a Rosie right now.
I knew you were going to say that.
Able to cook, clean, yeah. Sure.
Have any of you guys been watching the current season of The Umbrella Academy?
No, I watched
Nope.
the first season of Umbrella, and I just got, I don't know, I got fed up with it.
Is there anything you like, Mr. CCDV Plus? Anything at all? I've counted a dozen shows that you've told us that you don't like.
I like the Time Team.
The who?
The
Time
20
Team.
years of the Time Team from
Time
the
Team?
British
Do you mean
television
Do you mean
show.
the Time Tunnel?
No, Time Team.
I've never heard
It's
of
an
that.
archaeology
Never
show.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I like
So do you like that History Channel show, like How Stuff Is Made or whatever it's called?
I do like that one.
How they make stuff, or yeah,
how
it's
things
made.
how
are
stuff
made,
is
yeah.
made.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
that's a good show. Like how stuff is made.
So you're basically
Yeah.
just not into genre fiction at all.
I read a lot of science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I listen to a lot of science fiction.
It's the adaptations that bug you.
It is at this point. I mean, okay, Stargate was fantastic. Stargate
Oh, yeah.
SG-1 was amazing.
Yeah.
Stargate Atlantis was good. Stargate
Stargate Universe was crap.
sucks.
Hey, wait a minute now. What's wrong with Universe?
Oh man, Universe.
What's
is
wrong
just
with Universe?
awful.
Have you seen episode 200 of Stargate SG-1?
I've seen them all like about 15 times each.
There. That's the answer. The younger versions of the Stargate team. That is Stargate Universe, and it should never have happened.
Well, what they did is they rushed Stargate Universe, but if you watch it a couple of times, it grows on you.
You know, I will take exception to that. I gave Stargate Universe a real chance because I was such a huge fan of the first two shows, and I couldn't get past the sixth episode. I tried twice, and
It was slow.
6 episodes in, the pacing was so weird it lost me.
It's not slow. It's awful.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a lieutenant who is screwing another lieutenant, and that is like the opening scene is the lieutenant is screwing another lieutenant.
Well, doesn't that happen in the Army?
Of course it happened in the Army, but I'm talking about science fiction.
It's not supposed to happen in the Army.
Well, it's not supposed to.
I am changing your name to CCDV minus now.
I knew you were going to say that too.
I'm just saying, Universe was the worst of all possible outcomes from episode 200 from SG-1.
Well, if they bring it back in Brad Wright already wrote a pilot script.
Oh, he's written a whole season.
That's sitting in there, but they're gonna reveal the Stargate program, and they're gonna sprinkle in and wrap up Universe. So,
Oh, you really do have inside information.
Yeah, and so.
Wow. Okay.
Wowie! Wow!
You know
wow.
what?
Just wow.
Just for that CCDV minus, I am going to tell Brad that he needs to push for the conclusion of Stargate Universe and force you to watch it.
And while you're talking to him, say hi for me.
Yeah.
And tell him I want to bring him onto Masters of the Genre because I love that guy. He's amazing.
He is, and he did the Stargate AI stuff. I don't know if everybody, a lot of you know that. What he did
Really?
was, yes, what he did was he was like, the fandom is not stopping at all. They just keep on and on after 25 years. So he's like, I gotta come up with something, and he's been working on things. And he said, you know what would be really interesting is if we got somebody from Google AI, which he got Lawrence Mulrooney, who's a Google AI guy, and they fed it all the episodes from all 3 Stargate series to create a script.
Oh, that's right. I had heard about that.
Yeah, and then they did Stargate AI 2.0, and they got Richard Dean Anderson to come back, and now Richard Dean Anderson is hot about possibly possibly returning.
That's cool.
And, because Richard doesn't like to do anything more than 2 lines.
Yeah.
You got to remember it's General O'Neill with 2 L's.
But
Yes, General.
if they bring him back, he'll be a 4-star general.
The
Perhaps he'll be a rear admiral if you know what I mean. I think you do.
I'm gonna tell Brad the opening scene to wrap up Stargate Universe is Mr. CCDV minus somehow was on the ship.
I just now noticed that he changed.
Hey,
his
it's General O'Neill with 2 L's.
And then Eli.
That's right, 2 L's.
They're gonna open the show with Eli and go, oh my gosh, we got a mysterious guest who died in one of our pods.
Well, they did have on Neil deGrasse Tyson and Ben Nye, so why not?
Oh, please, don't even bring him. I love the science guy in the 80s. I love the science guy.
The funny thing is, in the 80s, he wasn't actually a science guy. He went back and got a degree,
Yeah, he's
later.
Engineer.
Well, he was more of a science communicator, Boy, I hated that new Netflix revival of his show. That was
I
awful.
know, right?
He was so bad.
God, that was so awful.
I didn't see it, so.
Well,
Anyway,
that's
Bill Nye.
hours of your life you've saved.
So much hatred for
don't
Stargate
bother.
Universe in the chat. So much hatred.
That's because it
It's
sucked.
not hatred. I
That's
love
'cause it
Bill
sucked.
Nye.
Look at Ken Jack Ben. SG wanted Atlantis for G.I. Joe and space about friendship and camaraderie. Stargate Universe was dumb, stupid George R.R. Martin garbage. Oh my God.
I think it's really interesting when people call George R. R. Martin a hack, like Doomcock has. He's definitely not a hack. He just, took his hand off the reins of the show, and then they, didn't know what to do, because Benioff decided not to read any screenwriting books, and instead he bought the scripts for his 10 favorite movies, and that's how he actually called Game of Thrones the most expensive screenwriting school ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anybody gonna watch House of Dragons?
Yeah,
No.
I will.
Anybody gonna watch Rags of Power?
No.
I may watch that one. I am a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings. So I may watch that one just to be pissed off all the time.
Yeah,
I hope that if Doomcock makes me a regular on Pop Culture Breakdown, he isn't going to make us watch that. I don't have that much time left.
You watch that.
I don't have that much time left.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're right. Anti-derivative Jill, and then Ken Jack Ben, douchebag, because everybody on that show is a freaking douchebag. Oh my God!
Stargate douchebag.
Stargate douchebag.
Stargate douchebag.
Stargate.
That's right.
Douche
That's
nozzle.
right.
Stargate douche nozzle coming soon.
But there eventually will be a Stargate series. The dust really just has to. Let's just say MGM's had a meeting, and Stargate was thrown out on the table, and they're going to take probably the rest of the year and focus on Rags of Power, and they're going to get all their ducks in a row. And I would say it should be in production by 2024 fall, maybe 25. But
Really?
it'll come. It's just timing
I'm
is not
curious
right.
because I've been disappointed in the Stargate stuff that has come out recently.
Well, Stargate Origins sucked. I'll admit that. Stargate Origins sucked when MGM did not involve Brad and Joseph Malazzi and the regular crew that wrote, produced, created, and all that. They really screwed it up big time.
They did. They
that
messed it
that
up
was
bad.
horrible. And
Oh, you
that's
mean
how,
the web series?
yeah, and they turned it
Yeah.
into a movie, and then they changed the name again, and they made the two Horace guards gay, and it was just like, I was just like,
It's not canon.
no. And Stargate Infinity isn't either, the cartoon show.
Yeah.
But Stargate
We need-
Universe, I don't need to watch it to wrap up. I don't need to watch any more episodes than I already did. That stupid bad robot garbage. Oh my God.
Well,
we need a
don't-
Stargate Extreme show.
Don't hold
for
back,
real.
Ken Jackman. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, tell us how
Tell us how you really feel.
I can say this for Ken Jackman. He has never held back. So,
Well, they are going to wrap up Universe after they reveal the Stargate Universe. After they reveal the Stargate program, he is going to sprinkle in and wrap up some stuff. So be
I'm
prepared.
sure that'll make Universe fans
how
happy.
are they going to get
The cast
Richie
back?
Valens to come back?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was actually excited for Stargate Universe because I'm a big fan of Robert Carlyle, and I couldn't get it. I didn't get it.
They
It
would
was
most
just
of
awful.
all
Just
of
the
them.
way they did it was just awful. Just
All right, so let's move on to something else you don't like. How about
No kidding.
what else do I do not like?
do you like? We always come back to Picard or Strange.
It might be quicker to do a list of
Cats.
things
Really?
that he doesn't like.
I
That he does
feel
like.
like
Sorry.
I'm the butt of the joke today.
Maybe you are CCDV minus.
Maybe I am. Maybe I am.
I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. You're not gonna bait me in with that.
Oh, come on, let's do it.
Everyone and anyone is welcome to their unpopular opinion.
There's a movie that came out this year that I loved. Dune.
Dune didn't come out this year.
You been drinking?
Technically, last year, yes.
No,
Was
it
it
was
last year?
2019
It was last year.
God, it was last year.
or 2020. I mean,
2021. Yeah.
Why did you like Dune? It was so slow. I mean, it took me 3 times to watch it. I mean, it was so.
and
boring.
everybody died.
Yeah,
That's partly because it was world building. I mean,
Okay.
you don't
A
see that
whole
in other-
movie of
Not
world building,
everybody
though?
died.
A whole movie of world building, Rod? Come on, man.
Okay.
B, it was only half the novel.
And what about the Jesuits? They didn't really get into that either.
The Bene Gesserit?
I hopefully, if they do it right, the Bene Gesserit will be featured in the next movie.
Well,
If
the
the
didn't they
next
say
movie
that
is
they were going to do
green-lighted, I
a
don't
Bene
know.
Gesserit streaming show?
Oh God, no! Oh, that would be awful.
I'm sure I heard that.
Yeah, and they're gonna have midgets in it, CCDV minus, and everything.
Brie Larson will be in it.
Everything, yeah. Let's put Brie Larson in it. Hey.
I don't want to say Bene Gesserit because I can't pronounce Hebrew, and the political situation with the Palestinians is reprehensible, and et cetera, et cetera.
Really? You're putting all that on me?
No, I'm putting all that on Brie Larson.
Well, I'm a 40-something white guy who's not allowed to have an opinion.
No,
It wasn't made for you.
yes, it wasn't made for you.
Here, I'm getting an award, and I'm gonna go after 40-year-old white guys. I'm gonna use my
Well, it wasn't
platform.
made for me.
I'm gonna use my platform to rag on the only people that might watch my stuff.
I actually liked the unicorn movie that she was in.
Unicorn Store.
The Unicorn Store. I
I heard
liked
that was
movie.
really horrible.
Unicorn Store. That's a real movie.
Yep.
It is.
Haven't heard of it.
I actually liked it.
Wasn't that the one that she won that? Was it? Did she win an Oscar?
No, she won the Academy Award for Room. Not
Room?
The Room.
Oh.
Room.
I've never even heard of Room.
View from a Room.
The Room was fantastic.
It was okay.
Oh my
But
gosh!
I have to say, you know, it was really cool that Kevin Pollak was in that movie, in that TV show. I love Kevin Pollak. He's my favorite, you know.
I did not hit her. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark.
I guess you had to watch it, right?
The Room was fantastic. Room, not so much.
The Room was okay at best. The best part of it was that Kevin Pollak was in it.
Oh, hi, Mark. I can't help myself.
The room is on fire. We don't need no water.
I did like the unicorn store. I did like it.
You probably like Xanadu too.
You probably like Ghostbusters
God,
2016.
Xanadu, really? Let's go way back in time, shall we?
Actually, when I was a kid, I had a big crush on Olivia Newton-John.
I did too.
Oh God, me too. Absolutely.
Kylie Minogue.
And then we found out she was a lesbian.
Kylie Minogue was my number one.
Oh, and her, yes, especially at her age.
Wait a minute. Who was the lesbian? Back up.
Olivia Newton-John.
No way.
Yahweh.
What? Really?
Yahweh.
No way.
You said Yahweh.
Yahweh.
No.
That
way.
was mine. I actually made that up.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm a writer too, Rod.
Oh, now my heart is broken.
Captain, Rod hurt my feelings.
Oh, goodness.
Could you time him out or something?
I'm gonna have
It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world.
I'm gonna have to go put a plus on my Olivia Newton-John folder now, or my poster. I'm gonna have to go put a plus on there.
Just put a trigger warning on it.
It makes sense. It's just sort of.
I'm not joking. I was at Magic Mountain in line for one of the roller coasters at Magic Mountain in California, and
That's
Kylie
in
Minogue came
Disneyland,
on.
right?
Magic Mountain is not Disneyland.
Oh, Space Mountain is Disneyland.
Oh, for God's sake. Wow. Your geography is all screwed up.
How am I supposed to know all?
Fair enough. Okay.
I told you I had short-term memory problems.
Yep.
I told you I had short-term memory problems.
What?
I told you I had short-term memory problems. Hey, Captain Foley.
Yes.
Have you been watching Strange New Worlds?
That's the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard.
Well, then
course
give me a
I
really
have.
dumb answer.
You review every episode like the next day, so yes.
Yep.
Well, I think that makes us a unanimous panel.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there you go. Strange New Worlds, folks. Everybody loves it.
Strange New Words.
Strange new girls, as I
Well,
said
yeah.
time and time again.
Because of
Strange
Doom
New Girls.
Strange New Girl.
So there I was. No shit.
I said I watched Strange New Worlds. I never said I liked it. Just
Yeah.
to be clear. I don't
think
hate
you-
it.
I think that the panel is unanimous about that, too.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. But
I
it's
watched
fine. It
it.
doesn't have to be.
Antiderivative Jill, strange nude worms.
Snoo. Snoo.
Snoo.
If it were always unanimous, it would be a rather boring panel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Am I a boring panelist? I apologize for
If
that.
we all agreed with each other, it'd be a boring panel.
I will try to be much
True.
more entertaining.
Very true.
Captain, do you regret going on with the stream?
Absolutely not.
Only afterward.
At least you got a minus on your panel.
This is true.
Who changed my name?
I think we know the answer to that.
You do.
Now you just need a big minus avatar.
Well, we'll leave that up to you.
I'm not sure I can come up with one. I'll try.
I can make you one.
I don't know if the drunken philosopher can get more minus than he is already.
Well, just ask the critical drinker to have you on and tell him that you know, how much you admire him.
I don't think he'd let me on.
The critical drinker and the drunken philosopher are probably, right
that
up
would
there.
be an entertaining panel, wouldn't it? I don't like anything.
I'd
Well,
watch
I
it.
was in Scotland. I woke up with a kebab in my butt. It's not my fault.
Okay, time to end the stream. Just kidding.
Mr. CCDV minus had a wild night last night. Waking up with a kebab in your butt.
Well, at least
A kebab.
At least it wasn't a cucumber. Oh my god.
Hey, Cardinal, you enjoying my book?
I am.
Thanks. Awesome. How far are you? Have you gotten to the spy mission yet?
Cap, you really do have a celebrity chat today. Good morning,
And-
Star Trek nitpickers.
Good morning, Star Trek pickers. Yes.
Holy crap. Like everybody's on your channel right now, Cap.
I know, right? It's a good thing you stayed on and didn't go raid
nice.
Loki's channel.
That's what happens. Sometimes it just,
Rod, I'll give you some feedback off air.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. All right.
Is that
Looking forward
good
to
or bad?
I did promise you that I'd give you feedback, so I'm just it'd be kind of off topic and take too long on the stream.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Cool.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, we're not way off topic now.
There's a topic?
Oh, wait, there was a topic?
Well, I mean, we weren't talking about
Originally, but, yeah.
Rod's book, so it would be off topic.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
NB Greek.
Oh
Hello.
my god, you got like 2 hours of sleep, NB Geeks.
NB Geeks is here?
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey
goodness.
guys. Yeah, I slept in and then Cap does a stream. Go figure.
Good morning.
How's everybody
Wow.
doing? Cap,
Oh,
how are
pretty
you?
good,
Take
man.
that minus
Pretty
off my name. You guys are wrong. I gotta take that minus off my name.
No, we're not wrong. You're wrong. And now that NB Grandpa Geek is here, it's a real panel. This is a legendary
That's
award-winning
right.
panel.
That's right. Grandpa Geek makes a complete panel.
That's right. How you been, man?
Oh, me? Overall,
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Overall, good. Lost about 5 pounds. Started working out again.
Well, that's not a bad
You can't
thing.
really
Nice.
you can't tell in my face. My face is kind of a little puffier, but the only reason I didn't work out yesterday was I didn't get a very good night's sleep, and then I slept, and then I ended up waking up at 3, going on Deej's stream till like 5:30, and I was able to fall back asleep. And then I woke up and I was like, "Oh shit, I feel like hell because it's time to take." I was late taking my meds. Wow.
Rod, your mic is making room noise.
Oh,
Line
sorry.
noise. Sorry.
So what was the topic originally?
Well, we've talked about Strange New Worlds, Stargate Universe, Reacher. Gosh, what else have we talked?
I
Dune.
apparently don't like anything, so
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say anything anymore.
Well, not if you don't want us to pick on you. Yeah.
Is anybody watched? Is anybody familiar with the comic The Sandman? And have you seen the show?
I have, and I did, and literally every other character is a woman of color with a shaved head. I'm not even kidding.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very much enjoying it, and I love.
Oh, yeah, I am too.
I very much love the comic. Very much.
Oh yeah.
I was actually very happy that they did my favorite comic issue with Hobbs.
I must not be that far in.
Well, the story of Hobbs is, they meet in a bar every 100 years.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was actually my favorite of all of the Sandman issues, and I was very pleased with it.
Yeah, they did a really good treatment of that.
My son actually, he's already finished it. I still haven't finished. I didn't finish the last episode yet. I'm going to do that later today. But he has no knowledge of the comic, and this was I told him this is a very different comic book kind of movie than you'd be used to, or show, and he absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't been exposed to the source material, so much the better. But I do think that Neil Gaiman did bend the rules a bit with the race swapping and gender swapping. I mean, you don't race swap John Constantine, for fuck's sake.
Well, I went with it this. I kind of took it as he took Joanna Constantine from his, because he did create that character in the comic, and then had her also as the modern John Constantine. I understand people's issue with that. I do.
I'm not saying it's bad, just I don't see why they have to race swap and gender swap all these characters these days.
Yeah, like Lucifer. Wasn't Lucifer a man?
No,
actually, Lucifer was androgynous in the comics.
Yes.
So why didn't they make her like? Isn't she's supposed to represent like Annie Lennox or something?
No,
I think
she actually looks a lot.
I think Tilda Swinton would have been a much better casting choice, personally, but.
Well, they might have been able to do a better casting choice, but as far as look goes, I thought
they nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say they nailed it with the look. She looked very much like Lucifer from the comic book. The one big issue I do have, and I will say this, and I agree with people on it.
Death?
I don't mind the actor who played Death, but still.
But she looks like a goth girl. Come on.
Yes, and she's pale like Dream is. So
yeah,
that probably was my one big gripe, and I understand why people are not happy with that. Lucien was the only one I could really see as a race swap or gender swap.
Yeah, they can get away with that, but yeah, it's gender bending. Just a lot of these shows are way overcorrecting for smashing the patriarchy, and that's definitely the case with the Sandman. Not that it's bad; it's a good show, but if you're a fan of the comic, it's definitely not what you expected.
No, and I'm okay with that to a certain point. Like I said, overall, very much enjoyed it.
Hey, looks like
what I've seen so far, I still haven't finished the last episode.
looks like Gap After Dark has to go.
Yep.
Ah,
Cap, do you want to ask him if he needs to plug anything?
well, yeah, thank you. I was just about ready to. Gap,
True.
what do you got coming up?
You're muted.
I got some shorts coming up on my channel, of some unboxings coming up, and that's about it. I haven't
Awesome.
really done too much with the channel, but thank you for having me. Nice to see everyone. And CCDV, I'm going to go polish my minus button, and I will see you guys later.
Hey, Gap, would you
Yeah.
get in touch later?
Yeah, my Twitter's still messed up.
Just send me an email
Yeah,
or something.
I'll do that. All
Cool.
right, thanks, Captain. Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
Have a great
Awesome.
day.
Good times.
Have a good one. Was it?
Hey, Rod, real quick.
Yeah.
You're not showing up with an avatar. You may want to switch it and then switch it back, because that's what I just had to do.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That might work for you too.
You might want to get an avatar. That was really bad. I shouldn't have said
You know, I thought about going with a blue avatar, and I chose not to.
So, guys, since you're all here, I'm reading for the first time. I'm reading Shakespeare and starting to be able to understand the Old English, and I'm on Act 3. So I have a question. Does anybody have a good Hamlet movie I could watch? Because I feel like I need to be watching it as well.
Yeah, the one with Laurence Olivier as Hamlet is the one you should watch. Sir Laurence Olivier, sorry.
Okay.
I was going to say you should go with the Doctor Who guy. Ooh.
But you know, he toured with Hamlet for, well, not toured. They did it in the West End, but he did Hamlet for, I think, at least a year before they made the movie.
So what I've been doing is I've been reading this thing called No Fear Shakespeare that has the Old English and then.
Actually, it's Middle English.
Middle English and modern English. And
really, are you the nitpicker?
Well, I mean, Shakespeare wrote it in Middle English because it was archaic already by that point.
And for me, it's been able to allow me to start understanding and interpreting, that type of English back in the day, which I've always struggled with. And now I'm able to, and I'm starting to be able to understand the Middle English more throughout the acts as I've been going. And I'm hoping by the second or third play I read, because I have several other ones that I'll be able to read it with just that English and not even have to need the translation. But I feel like I need to watch a movie with it just to help me with the experience. Because
did you know that there's actually a English to Middle English dictionary?
There is?
Yeah. You can buy it on Amazon. Or at your favorite local mom and pop bookstore.
Yeah, we generally go to Books A Million. We don't have a Barnes and Noble. I don't think we have a Barnes and Noble around here, but we did go to Books A Million. And
I've never heard of that, but that's a great name for a bookstore.
Yeah, Books A
Million. I came by this Hamlet, No Fear Shakespeare stuff, and I thought maybe finally I'll be able to read the unicorn, as I call it, because Shakespeare's always been the one thing that I've never been able to read and understand.
Another recommendation I would throw at you, NB.
With Shakespeare. I'm sorry,
I would throw at you not only the Laurence Olivier Hamlet, but the Ian McKellen Richard II.
Oh, that's a good one.
What
That is
year did
modern-
that?
really
Do you know
good.
what
It's
year that Hamlet
modernized.
movie came out? The one you're talking about with Laurence Olivier. Do you know what year that came out?
No, but I'll find out.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that because I'm not able to spell the guy's name to save my life.
It's just
Never really
Oliver.
had a problem with
It's spelled like
Shakespeare.
Oliver.
But
Oh.
when I
Olivier.
went back to read Moby Dick, I was like, I'm so bored with the first half of this.
Is there
novel.
anything you like? My good
I love
God.
Moby Dick. Just the second half of it. That's all. The first half of it is all about fish in the sea.
You know, that is something I did notice about those type of books, like Les Miserables and stuff. It's like, okay, I don't need all that detail.
Hamlet came out in 1948 with Laurence Olivier.
Is there anything
Okay, thank you.
like?
And it's
Thank you very much.
It's the modern Hamlet, but it's still done. You know, the script is basically the book.
Okay.
It's very
All right, I found
very
it.
very close to the source material.
Oh, it won an Academy Award too.
Mm-hmm.
Back when they mattered.
Yeah,
Yep.
16 wins and 8 nominations total.
Well, thank
Won
you very
4
much.
Oscars.
I'm going to look forward to finding that.
Yeah, I think you'll really like it.
Like I said, it's just been Shakespeare's always been the one that I just have never been able to crack in understanding, and I was like, this is my first chance that I think I'll be able to. And Hamlet has always been the one that I've wanted to be the first play I read. I did not want it to be Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, we had to read that in high school, and it was fucking horrible.
Okay, so my problem with Hamlet is... I'm joking, Hamlet is good. Just don't say it behind stages when you're in a play.
Cap, can you do my share screen thing?
Oh, I just saw it. There we go.
That's the one.
Yep, that's the one I found. Yep, I found it, or at
That's
least I
the
found
one.
what it is. So I'm gonna look and see if anybody's got it on one of my streaming services, or if I'm gonna have to go through other means.
Cool.
Did you guys know they did the original trilogy of Star Wars in Shakespeare? In the
Yes,
Shakespeare writing?
I own them. I
No.
own
You
those
do?
books, yes.
Oh, they're books. Okay.
Yeah, they're
Oh, they're
books.
fantastic. It's wonderful when you get the full cast recording on Audible. Oh, amazing. It's so much fun to listen to.
Have you
Yeah,
read Have you read Board of the Rings?
I have, yes.
Board of the Rings?
Board of the Rings
No,
is hilarious.
I haven't.
It's
Oh, no, sorry. I thought you said Lord of the Rings.
Board of the Rings. It's National Lampoon.
Oh, gotcha. To Aravak, that's the next one I'm reading is Macbeth.
The Scottish play.
Alas, poor Yorick.
I knew him,
Horatio. I knew him.
Yeah.
Well, you take care, Rod Thunderheart.
Take care, bud.
Take
Are you out of
care.
here, Rod?
Uncharged. Anything coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Oh,
He's gone.
no, I think I'm
He's
still here, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, I'm gonna have to take off because my phone is.
You need to get a new phone, Rod.
You know what? I'm gonna change it. I promise you.
Oh, did we lose somebody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain Foley.
Okay. Well, let's be honest, guys. StreamYard eats your freaking phone battery like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That
It
is
does.
true.
It does.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
But the battery on the iPhone 13 Max Pro is, amazing. It goes for like 28 hours of just being on time, and I'm doing a new show called Critical Hit Gaming with Cardinal Sin, and it takes video for the entire game at like 4K. It's really good.
I noticed somebody mentioned Audible. The Sandman Audible is amazing.
Yeah.
I love listening to it and reading the comic. Reading the comic as I'm listening to the Audible. It's actually the only Audible
that might
I've
be
ever
the
bought.
only reason I would get Audible would be for the Sandman.
That was the only one I didn't even
Really?
get a subscription.
The
I
only
just bought it
reason?
flat out. It's the only Audible I've ever bought.
Yeah, I am a big fan of books on tape or books on CD or whatever, but Audible is nefarious for not treating the source material very well and not paying authors very much.
Oh, okay. I don't know about paying authors. The source material, in my experience, has been accurate.
Generally speaking,
again,
that's true.
I cannot hold a book long enough to read several chapters, so I have to listen to it. I have to listen to a book. So Audible has been my best friend for like 5 years.
Oh, sure. I wouldn't ever, deny anybody that.
But as far as not paying authors and things like that, I don't know the politics behind it, but I do like Audible.
They pay the authors, they just don't pay them very well, and they're notorious for that.
Well,
So anybody that has a book and wants an audiobook of it should really just do it themselves.
I'm a self-published author, so
There you go.
you got me on that one. I think
Yeah,
I got $46 last year.
Hey, that's $46 that you didn't have the year before that, right?
That's right.
That's a couple 12 packs of some whiskey, some good whiskey.
That's
Yeah,
like
you could get a
one
bottle of
whiskey
Yamazaki
and a
for that
12-pack,
and another
yeah.
$75.
That's like a
So,
couple boxes of your wine, isn't it?
No, I don't do
So,
wine anymore. I don't do wine
Oh,
anymore.
No, Yamazaki is Japanese whiskey.
I've never heard of it.
It's quite tasty, and it's quite
Well,
expensive.
Well, last week we managed to we finally got a pole digger drill, an auger, and
An
because
auger?
my ground, yeah, an auger, sorry. And
No,
the
an
ground
auger.
the ground was so freaking just a pain that you couldn't put the you just couldn't go through it with a shovel. And we got through the really hard stuff, and we started to go into an area where you could use it. And the freaking cord on the thing broke off after the 5th time we turned it on.
Is that
And I
because
can't.
you stretched it?
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't do it any different than I did any other pull type. It
You
just
should get a refund.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, but I can't send it back through Amazon because it has, it contains
Dirt on it.
now has,
Yeah.
it now has fuel in it. So we got to call the company and see about that. Thankfully, though, we only had 3 spikes left to put in the ground for the fence, and we were at the area where we could use the shovels. So now we have a fence extension that's going from the back door to my neighbor's fence. So now I can let all my dogs out, and I don't have to worry about trying to get them out in the field. Because I have 2 puppies who are, one's a Bernese Mountain Dog, one's an Australian Shepherd, and they are purebreds and they are herders. So they like to go do the perimeter.
Yeah. Australian sheepdogs are awesome.
Yeah, she's a fun little thing.
We used to have
She's a-
Shetland sheepdogs when I was growing up, and they would herd the backyard. They were run in a figure 8 pattern all day long. They would herd the trees.
Yeah, that's what Gizmo and Maxine do quite a bit. They go out and they walk the perimeter. You'll always see them doing that. And Gizmo is very, very unlike Luke. He goes around and marks the territory all over the place. By the way, all my dogs are named after sci-fi characters. My daughter named the Australian Shepherd Maxine after her favorite character from Stranger Things. Gizmo is, well, Bird came up with that name, which I still thank him for, but obviously from Gremlins. Luke Skywalker, and Jade is from Mara Jade Skywalker from the EU.
Yep.
Well, you are officially a geek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just had to leave. Yeah, I said I wasn't leaving the sandbox, but I've left a few areas of the camps because I'm tired of some of the bullshit, and I think it was getting to me.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that completely.
I mean, there are actually, to be honest, a lot of the channels I used to listen to, I have stopped. I don't go back. I'm not going to name names, but some big names and some small
Nerdrotic.
Yeah, well, that one too. Well, I knew Neurotic I knew that one when it was like 4,000. Doomcock when he was just starting out, and several. And I'm like, okay, guys, you got big. Why do you still got to hate everything?
Yeah.
Like, can't you ever post anything positive about a show or movie? And I just can't stand this idea of watching something you're going to hate just to review it.
I was a channel subscriber to Nerdrotic. And then after what he did to Doomcock, I unsubscribed and wasn't a channel member and have ignored him totally.
In defense, a lot of these channels, and in fact, me too, people tell me, oh, they can't wait to see me go after. They want to see the content of me hating like Star Trek or hating this or hating that. This is what people tell me they want to see.
Outrage
and I'm
merchant.
sure it's 100 times more for them. The big channels, people are telling them that's the content they want. So for everybody like you, NB, that says they don't, do a positive review, when they do positive reviews, it gets no views. So and they've experimented. Nerdrotic, Doomcock. Doomcock did something, but it got no traction. He had to take it off the channel. Otherwise, it hurts his channel physically.
I will say, Doomcock has turned me on to a lot of good streaming and movies that I otherwise...
Doomcock talks positive on his Friday Night Frolic show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a long stream. If you listen to that, it's a completely different Doomcock than the one that puts out videos every day about Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, I mean, he sings and he takes his helmet off, so to speak. Right. He doesn't use the voice modulator.
It was a joke labeling me the drunken philosopher, but the critical drinker actually does do like the drinker recommends, you know?
And drinkers extra shots.
Yeah, the extra shots and things like that. So there are positive reviews out there.
Yeah.
It's just
I think
negative reviews get a lot more views.
I think I've been influenced a lot by the critical drinker, to be honest.
I think I agree with you guys. Critical drinker is the one of the few that still, he's like, hey, I like this, or hey, I was surprised by this.
And Mr. H Reviews does that too. When he likes something, he'll tell you.
I'm not familiar with him.
Mr. H Reviews, really?
I'm familiar with who he is. I've not seen his, I'm not subbed to his channel.
You might want to. It's really good stuff.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't do. I got to the point. I'm like, if I like something, I want to like it, and like for example, and I'm not trying to start any fights,
and not be told that you shouldn't like it.
Right.
I
Yeah.
generally enjoyed Kenobi for a lot of reasons, and I understood why certain people didn't. I just it seemed like the hate was so strong. I was just like, okay,
I can
I'm too old to
feel
be
the
doing this.
hate.
Yeah, I'm just like I was like, I can't do this anymore with Star Trek and Star Wars with people. I'm like, I already lived through the prequel wars. I've already seen the sequel wars, and I'm just like, I'm too fucking old for this shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I leave it
I'll
at that.
give you that one. And you know what? A lot of people were like, "Oh, The Mandalorian was the best thing ever since Star Wars got,
Well, that's a
bought by
pretty low
Disney."
bar.
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I fell asleep watching it.
My
Like if
biggest
I wanted to
enjoyment.
go to sleep right now, I'd put on episode 1 of The Mandalorian and I'd just fall asleep right now.
Well, and not just that, but it's not even a thinly veiled lone wolf and cub, you know.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. If you guys don't know Lone Wolf and Cub, I recommend reading it. It's been a long time since I read it. I would like to
And
get some
the
physical copies.
Zatoichi movies are great.
But yes,
Zatoichi's
you can see a lot of Lone Wolf and Cub in this. Absolutely.
it's based on Lone Wolf and Cub, or vice versa maybe.
And one of the things I really enjoyed about it is I did enjoy Mandalorian's score, the music. I like that kind of take on a Western sounding.
Do do do.
Oh, what happened to Cardinal?
I don't know.
Sorry.
There.
There we go.
The Vespa girls just kind of broke the Mandalorian for me. Or was that Book of Boba Fett?
That was Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Now, Book of Boba Fett, I thought was okay, but here's the thing. It was just okay for me, but I was never a big Boba Fett fan. Never really got invested in that character. So,
Well,
I
and
never really
part of the
understood
whole
why people love Boba Fett so much.
part of the
Like,
whole thing behind Boba Fett is his mysterious origins and background, and then when you explain that, especially in a shitty way,
Oh yeah, like
it really
I'm
just
gonna crawl out of the Sarlacc pit.
it just
I'm done.
it takes the wind out of the sails.
now I will say this: him crawling out of Sarlacc pit was kind of how it did in Dark Empire, which is something I made a big deal about saying about the Last Jedi, or not the Last Jedi, but Rise of Skywalker. I was like, you just blatantly ripped off Dark Empire.
I didn't even bother seeing the third one.
Are you
after
kidding
The Last
me?
Jedi.
Disney said they didn't do anything in the expanded series, so you are wrong.
No. They said that EU is no longer canon, and then they ripped it off.
And then they ripped it off. Yeah, but you are wrong for saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, let's see. Palpatine returns.
Yeah. That's
In a clone body.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
Star Destroyers that have weapons that are like the Death Star.
Yeah.
and
yeah,
and they
yeah.
can apparently go underwater and into a atmosphere of a
Of
planet.
course, yes. As long as they don't know which way is up.
Yeah, because in space that's very important.
So yeah, there was so much ripped off of that. That was one of the reasons I
No,
hated.
you are wrong. Because that's
One of the
not
reasons I
canon.
hated.
Because we've been telling you that all morning.
Well, that's why I hated The Force Awakens too, because you got Kylo Ren. I'm like, I literally left the theater and
Darth
put on-
Vader much?
No. Worse
So
than that.
there it
They
was,
ripped off
wearing a
Jason.
helmet.
They
Yeah.
ripped off Jason. They ripped off Jason Solo, aka Darth Krytus, from the EU, and
They should have put him in instead of Ben Solo.
Yeah, it should have been
Jason.
Jason. If you had done Jason and Jaina Solo fell, that would
Exactly. Exactly. That's
they
what
can't
they
because they
should
got to
have
tick all
done.
those agenda boxes.
Anakin Solo would have been like the
Anakin
character,
Solo?
right?
Anakin Solo. They had
We wanted to
Han and
follow.
Leia
I
had
wanted to
had three
follow
kids.
Anakin Solo. You know.
I didn't know there was an Anakin Solo.
Yeah, he was. There was Anakin Solo. There was
Jason
Jaina
and
Solo
Jaina.
fell,
Yeah.
and then you had Jason Solo, who eventually fell to the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
But his reasoning, unlike Kylo's, actually has merit behind it. He's
You mean
doing
it makes sense?
Oh, yes. It makes sense. And he literally takes over the government. But the thing is, he does it in legal ways. He does it similar to like Palpatine did. He did it legally. There was a great quote in there where Jason, now he's Darth Krytos, and he's like asking this lawyer droid. He's like, "Is what I'm doing right or wrong?" And the droid says, "I can't tell you what's right or wrong. I don't really tell you what's legal and illegal." And I thought that was a beautiful line in the comic.
That's pretty interesting.
But my favorite EU character, especially during the NJO, was Ganner Rysog.
And NJO?
Yeah, New Jedi Order. It was a very long series that had to do with a species from another galaxy called the Yuuzhan Vaughn.
Yeah, it was like 12 books.
No, it was 25 books, buddy.
Wow.
25 books. Holy crap.
Are we talking graphic novels or real novels?
No, we are talking full books.
Yeah.
Full on books, yeah.
25, really?
Yeah.
In the first book, Vector Prime, they kill off Chewbacca. And
right, they had to crash a moon on him to kill him.
Yes, they did. They had to crash a moon to kill him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Anakin Solo is really sad about that.
These 25 books, were they all written by the same author or different authors?
Different authors.
Okay.
A lot of different authors. It was a big change up. They were trying to get away from the trope of the Empire because that had already been. They'd already made.
They had the Hand of Thrawn and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, before you had the Yuuzhan Vaughn invasion, what happened was the Empire, the Imperial remnant that was left at this point, and the New Republic basically decided to make peace and officially sign an armistice. And basically, it's like, hey, we're going to stay over here, you stay over here, kind of thing. And then the Yuuzhan Vaughn come in, and that kind of screws everything up. The Yuuzhan Vaughn also hate technology. Everything they have is organic technology. Resolute Germ, I would not recommend the New Jedi Order comics. Dark Horse just did that to be a dick.
Oh, so they're Disney.
No. No, they are not Disney. This was before Disney. This was well before. We were supposed to get, it was announced at one of the Comic-Cons, we were going to get what was called the Sword of the Jedi trilogy, which is what the title Luke gave to Jaina Solo Fell, who is now a Jet by the end of the books, by the end of her time in the books that we saw before that, he granted her the title of Jedi Master.
You know, the problem I have is that I'm kind of a movie Star Wars guy. I read some of the early EU, like Han Solo at Star's End and Splinter of the Mind's Eye, but I haven't kept up on it, and I'll admit I'm one of those people that's basically Star Wars movie fan, and
yeah,
I
didn't
do
really
need to
keep
read some
up
of those
on the EU either.
EU books.
you don't need, and that's the thing. I actually started a series on my channel. I've done 3 so far, and it's probably going to be about the only thing I'm going to be doing on my channel because I pretty much said I'm done.
Really?
I'm not having fun anymore. So, and this is the only thing. And every other project I've had, I'm not having fun with. I've had some issues with certain people, and I'm just like, you know what? This is something I love. So this is what I'm going to focus on if I do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the EU is what I'm doing is I'm trying to make a stripped down kind of explanation of the EU in the series to kind of explain to people how they can navigate it. Because if you never, like, for example, Cardinal Sin, if you don't know the EU, like you didn't grow up with it, it can be very frustrating to try and navigate it. So I am trying to really make a stripped down kind of, hey, this is, you know, how I explain the EU. I explain the different eras. I already did
Like
one. I did
a
3.
list?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the list part yet, but I did my like my last video was these are things you don't need to read or watch to enhance the Star Wars experience.
And
And
thank
it
you
was
for
mainly,
saving hours and hours of our lives.
and it was basically things like,
Really would.
okay, you mentioned Splinter of the Mind's Eye, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I did not mention that book yet, but I mentioned like the old Marvel comics when Marvel used to have the rights back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And
I've still
you
got
should
one.
just, yeah, you should just avoid those because one, they're poorly written and they add nothing. And most of the storylines were pretty much wiped out. Similar to Splinter in the Mind's Eye, which is technically the first sequel in the EU before they created it. But if you read it and then you go, it kind of takes it was supposed to be a low budget sequel. That's why there's no Han there's no Han in it. There's no Chewbacca. And the story compared to Empire Strikes Back is just, it's not as good. And it does not really fit in the EU if you try to read it and then watch Empire Strikes Back.
It got a 89% rating on Goodreads.
I'm not saying it's a bad read. I'm just saying it doesn't really fit.
Well,
Okay.
I need to get an hour or so of sleep. So
Absolutely.
I'm going to say good night or good morning
Take care, bud.
Absolutely.
or good afternoon to whoever you are.
It's
Absolutely.
happy hour somewhere.
All right, I'm out. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
I was
And then
surprised
there
he
were
was still
4.
up. Yeah, I was surprised he was still up. I laid back down at 5:30, woke up at 6:30 because my dog was pawing at the door, and then didn't wake up again until 9.
So, Bird, you've got many deer bops waiting for you.
Did you say kebabs?
No, Dear Bops.
Oh.
He reads Dear Bop on Friday and Monday whenever he streams, assuming he's hearing me. He's muted. But I don't know how many he got through on Friday because he had like 50 something waiting for him.
And what are these?
Well, you go to deerbop.com, or actually not Deerbop, BurnOpray5.com, scroll down to Dear Bop, and you can write in a message, you know, either a question or for advice, you know, asking Bert anything you want to ask.
Cool.
Also, Cardinal Sin. In the EU, we do watch Leia become a Jedi Knight.
Yeah,
But she
I
is
have
not.
heard of that.
But she is not. You know, she is not trained by Luke. She's actually trained by another master, another Jedi master.
I can see that.
Now, her daughter. Now, by the end of it, she still by the end of the storyline before they stop doing EU, she still has the title of Jedi Knight, whereas her daughter is a Jedi Master. Understand though, Leia did not start doing her Jedi training to become a Jedi until much later in her life, unlike Jaina, who had been training as a Jedi to be a Jedi since very young age. Jaina, Jason, and Anakin all started at very young ages at Luke's Academy.
I only see one Dear Bop. It's hilarious, but it says
Oh, yeah.
sample submission. Do you have to join or something to get the rest?
No, you just have to write in, and he answers it on the screen.
But there's just one that...
Right. That's just a sample. If you scroll up, you'll find a box, or is it down? Anyhow, you'll find a box to enter text in.
Yeah, I see that.
And that's where you write your Dear Bop.
But isn't there like an archive of old ones?
Nope.
The one that's up there is pretty funny.
The Dear Bops are done on the stream. They're not saved.
I see.
That's just an example, Dear Bob.
Gotcha.
I missed whatever that. I assume Captain gave out this link to Dear Bob.
Yeah.
No. I just
He gave out the URL.
Murderproof5.com.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
Cardinal, you were the one you recommended the Hamlet movie, right? With
Mhm.
Lawrence. Okay, yeah, cool. I can get it off of Amazon Prime. I think I'll go ahead and buy it.
Yeah, you should.
Because I got recommended one, but it was always the Mel Gibson one.
Oh my
And
God.
I was like, I don't think I can see him as Hamlet. I mean, especially after reading the first few acts, I'm just like, I want to know. I want to hear from somebody who actually might perform it well.
Oh yeah, Laurence Olivier is the standard by which all others are measured.
Agreed. Actually, and Carol's Cookies, good morning. Doing well here. How about yourself?
See if I can remember this.
Of course.
Oh shit! I did remember my Amazon pin.
Well, wow.
Mark
No, I
this
mean,
day
I was.
that NB Grandpa Geek has remembered something.
Yeah, well, I just purchased it for me to watch, so I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably going to watch it over the course of the week, and as I go through the acts, I'll be watching those acts. So
Cool.
that's how I want to do it. I'm being very slow on reading it because I'm taking my time and actually enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of us have been going back and discovering treasures from the past, and that's certainly one of them.
All right. Well,
For
thank you
sure.
for recommending it, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Anything coming out, you guys, that you're interested in seeing, like in the cinema or on TV? I'm kind of, other than the Sandman, I really am not seeing anything coming. And as far as movies, my wife and I were talking about the Marvel movies, and she was like, you know, Doctor Strange was a big letdown. I said, yeah, it was kind of riding the coattails because No Way Home Spider-Man was so good. And my wife and daughter went to go see Thor. I didn't go with them because my son wasn't feeling well. So we went back I asked my son the next day, I was like, do you still want to go see it? He goes, Dad, I'm really not interested. And I said, oh, thank God. I didn't want to go see it either. I was literally just like, whoo, I dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
I have no interest in seeing it. Doctor Strange was a letdown, and I like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I love him. He's always good.
Yeah, but the problem is he, and I will agree with this. He was basically secondary in his own damn movie.
Yeah, they made him a side character, and the writing wasn't nearly as good as the first one.
And also, my biggest gripe is my wife had some confusion about it because she didn't watch WandaVision. You had to watch WandaVision to really understand what the hell was going on, and WandaVision wasn't that good either.
Yeah.
But the only thing Disney's putting out that I'm interested in seeing is honestly the Daredevil, and that's only because Charlie Cox is coming back.
Yep. But they'll screw it up.
I hope not. I really do, but we'll see. I'm not interested in She-Hulk because, well, I didn't read Sensational She-Hulk. I read Savage She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm. Not the comedy version.
No, I did not. I never read that. I liked her better, and people told me that, and I was like, yeah, I saw the covers for Sensational. I'm just like, this doesn't look like the She-Hulk I would like.
It occurred to me that they, of course, really should not have fired Cara Dune. What's the actress's name?
Gina Carano.
Oh, Gina Carano.
Gina, thank you. I'm just brain farting this morning.
By the way, Terror on the Plane was pretty damn good. I have a Daily Wire subscription, so I got to watch it.
But anyway, I was thinking, they shouldn't have fired Gina Carano, and B, she could actually do She-Hulk and bulk up for it. She could be a lot more believable than, let's say, Natalie Portman as Thor.
Well, it's too bad, too, because the actress who is playing She-Hulk was phenomenal in Orphan Black. I was very impressed with how she played.
I haven't seen that. You recommend it?
Yes. So basically, she plays multiple characters that all look the same because they're all clones.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a central clone character, but she plays multiple different ones. She throughout the series. And there does become a core group of them that stick together, and I very much enjoyed it, very much so. I thought it was interesting how she could go from acting like the main character and then act like the lesbian geek smart character, or the ruthless business character, or the traumatized, I believe she was German, version of her. They really layered it with different ones. She runs into many different versions of themselves, and they're all different. Nobody has the exact same personality. And the fact that she was able to do that showed she has a lot of range in her acting, I thought.
Yeah.
Yes, I would recommend it.
Get some sleep, Resolute, Germ.
Take care, Germ.
Bye, Germ.
Take care, Germ. That is one I would recommend. It's I think 4 seasons and maybe 40 episodes. So it doesn't take long to go through.
By the way, what the hell is up with doing a season of only 10 episodes?
I don't know.
I mean, somebody mentioned earlier that, it's kind of lazy to do 10 episodes when, we all grew up, it was 26 or 24 episodes a season. I know the production value is a lot bigger and better than the old TV shows used to be, but it seems to me like it's just lazy writing, especially on like Disney Plus shows.
So, Orphan Black is 5 seasons, 50 episodes.
That's cool.
It's also British, so that's how the British, for a lot of things, their shows for a long time.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
Yeah,
it's
now,
the American,
I agree with you on
the American stuff.
I think what happened with a lot of American stuff is we got away from the episodic and went to more the seasonal. And that was one of the things I very much enjoyed about Sons of Anarchy, which was the last show I watched live.
Loved Sons of Anarchy.
And it was the last show I watched live, and it was the last show I watched the season finale live.
I really wish that they would have made Hellboy 3 with Ron Perlman.
Yeah, I can't stand Ron Perlman as a person, but as Hellboy, he's
a great actor.
Yeah, he's a great actor. He's just a piece of
his
shit.
Hellboy was really good.
And he's just a piece of shit in real life.
Well, okay.
I actually said to him one time, what was his character's name on Sons of Anarchy?
Oh God, I forget. It's been so long.
Yeah, so I literally he posted something. I said, you're not that character. Oh, Clay. I was like,
Clay,
you're not Clay, right?
Did he answer you?
No. The only one of the only blue check marks I've ever got an answer from, which surprised me, was the guy who directed Lightyear. Because I said, do you not realize why people did not go see your movie?
What is a blue check mark? What does it mean?
Somebody who's verified.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell
So it
that
doesn't
means.
mean that they're a liberal.
No.
Nope.
So
it just means they're verified.
Why all the hate against people that are verified? I don't understand.
Because, okay, a lot of the process for getting verified is bullshit.
How so?
Technically, anybody should be able to get verified if they're able to, a lot of, okay, one of the things, like, right now they have a new thing out for super follower. You can have super followers if you got like 10,000 followers.
Oh,
okay.
Get that. So it's like the 1,000 subscriber rule on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But even when they had the simple thing to get through to be verified, the process was always closed. It was, we're not accepting any at this time. Blah, blah,
it's
blah.
an elitism. It's an elitism of Twitter. So the Twitter elites are the blue check marks, and they don't let anybody else in that they don't.
So basically,
agree with.
Celebrities are the only people that have that many followers, right?
I mean, not just celebrities. I mean, there are people who work their way up, but generally they're a celebrity, I guess, at that point. Just
I don't know who.
Followers.
Well, for example, I don't know who. Oh, Jason Storm, like, for example, I guess he's Congress or something, and I just happened to catch him on a feed, and he mentioned he was making a gaffe about something that happened at Paris Island, and I responded back, and I said, Holly Murder Marine here, Semper Fi, and then he's like, every Marine needs a stepbrother, and I was like, oh, you just had to poke it, did you? Typical Island Marine, and he just responded back with a thumbs up because that's how Marines do it. If you went to the island or you went to San Diego, we really just bust each other's balls. But it's all in good fun.
Absolutely. And good morning, Milton. Wow. Gone over 3 hours. I can't believe it.
Yeah, really good stream.
I behave myself too.
Surprisingly, yes. And
I've been
go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, I was saying, yeah, I've really kind of toned down over the last couple of months.
Cool. Bird, you got anything going on?
We got Bed Life this afternoon, 4:00, and a heads up for those who fans of DS9 Wednesday. It'll be late this week, moving it back about an hour to 5 p.m. because I got a doctor's appointment at 4. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. will be a members only stream, being it's the second Tuesday of the month. And then following that will be poker stream.
So, I guess Massachusetts is changing their state flag. Okay, whatever.
And what do you got going on, Cardinal Sin?
At first, I just wanted to mention about Hamlet, the Laurence Olivier version. It also stars Patrick Troughton and Peter Cushing
Really?
and Desmond Llewellyn, who are all big genre fiction, types. So that's another good reason to get that version. Thanks for having me on, Captain. It was a blast. I am doing Into the Fringe on Wednesday with Micah Hanks, and we'll be putting up a new episode of Critical Hit Gaming with Cardinal Sin on Saturday at 5. And that will be the Car Wars card game. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Cool. And what are you going to be doing another
Cardinal Sin and Friends? Sunday, 3 p.m.
Okay.
Central.
Good to know.
Come hell or high water.
Well, I do want to thank everybody for watching, everybody for, whether you were here live or on the replay. I would like to ask that if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, like, share the stream. Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Bye.